You know what? No, fuck it. We're going. Let's do it.
He's gonna win. Here we go.
Here comes the win.
Okay, we're 15 minutes early. We're starting.
Oh yeah, the alley DM motive, because 90% of the time I just wing mine too.
So what happened was...
Last time, nothing serious happened, nobody died, and everybody was okay.
Wow!
That's like one...
That's a whole new level of fucking damn.
That's 10-10 in my book. I'll do it again.
Some stuff had happened, and nobody died. Woohoo. So, moving right along.
Nobody was scarred for life.
No, that didn't happen at all.
Nobody talked to Satan. And...
In a little half whatever it is didn't go in the water.
I don't know how to swim.
Fucking lettuce.
technically she didn't. She also fished up a shark, which was kind of awesome.
That was kind of interesting, wasn't it?
A shark who just miraculously had the general's head in its mouth.
I mean, you have ravenous sharks in the water, and Chum just landed in there. It's not too far of a stretch to say that the shark might have eaten the head.
And you guys want to put me in there. Shame.
No.
Shame.
The things...
I do life.
The head was...
Still want to put you
needed
back
that.
in the cannon.
That's what
You
was
can't prove it.
shocking about it. It was just sitting in the shark's mouth. Who knows how long.
Mm-hmm.
I never said what condition it was in. I just said it was in the shark's mouth.
Have you ever seen a shark eat anything?
Eat anything? No.
It does bite us.
I almost got bit by a shark once.
Man. That's stupid.
What did you do?
Fucking letter. I was like, what was in the letter? Because it was like lots of information in it.
No, you reread the letter.
I was like, I'm gonna stop before I get to the end for his scars. No. Keep reading. Alright. Last time. Dragon Ball Z. Yes.
Zim, your mic's open.
And Doria.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've got like 3 different things I'm juggling in a car, front seat of the car. Chill.
It's okay. But
Forever.
just saying.
As long as you're not juggling chainsaws, it's all good.
Yeesh.
Unless you're the
Oh,
best
you're
puppet
not
juggler in the world.
Baiting on
It's hard to maintain like a tablet and a cell phone and like try and keep it fucking charged when you live in your car. So
You need an assistant.
Hey Siri,
Anyway,
Turn into physical form.
Can we do this? Like,
I'm trying to!
I'm
Actually,
here.
what's going on here?
Carson's
Hang on.
having a malfunction.
I'm hearing double noises. Oh, that's why.
It'd probably help if I actually open Roll20.
what?
Yeah, man.
Guess what's going on? I attacked this
yeah.
way. Like, you're blind anyway, so I mean, it works.
Okay, I need to have that down. And there we go. Okay. Last time, after our heroes looted through the remains of the camp of General Barabbas, they found some shit, and I really don't know where I'm going with this. Hang on.
Found some shit. Usually what happens.
This is me and my most unprepared because there's a lot that's gonna happen, maybe. Okay, so you guys found some stuff. You made it to the boats. Somebody got shocked by a trap because they didn't think to check for them. I guess you'll do that now. You found a cape, which makes you go poofy and then teleport.
Tempers flared.
That, and you made the ship go to the place with the people that Jinx had relations with at one time.
Had relations with. I mean, that could be anywhere.
True. But this one was remarried, also had a child. Who has apparently been quote-unquote kidnapped, and also she died. And during that, I'm gonna have to write this intro again and just do it on my own. Oh, God. Sorry. Been a long day. Anyway. Jinx's ex-wife was murdered, his wife was taken, and he started torturing the new stepfather, and who is apparently not taking things so well, which was evident by how he left her body. Jinx found a note from his previous lover, which apparently has some information in that he's not disclosed yet. And at this point, everyone is packing things up and getting ready to head back to Xento. This concludes the worst intro ever.
Nah, I think the one I did the other day was pretty bad.
Matt Mercer, you are not.
No shit.
He's so dreamy.
Needless to say, I've been watching Critical Role all weekend.
Blasphemy. I'm telling you, watch Unexpectables. It is so good. Anyway. So yeah. You all had arrived back in Seawell, and upon arriving there, you discovered that Walter had holed himself up in the inn. Upon discovering the grisly scene where Anita's body had been left in Elena's room during the middle of the night. Apparently, when he was out on patrol, assassins of some kind had made their way into the inn, and apparently killed her in cold blood, and nobody knows what happened to the girl.
Now, I think if you killed her in cold blood, she's already dead. So it would have been warm blood.
I mean, you're arguing semantics at this point. She did.
I've heard she's dead 100 times. We can move forward from the she's dead already.
Sorry!
We're driving the nail deeper. She's dead, I get it.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Wait, Brad, what was your alignment again? Anyway. So yeah, you
In alignment.
after this very
There's nothing he can do about it.
oh, okay. After a very tense moment with Walter down in the actual bar area, Iron Tempest managed to finally restrain him. Brad and Verna took him back to the brig on the ship. They decided that they were going to take him to the Church of Oldona, let them deal out their justice, and see whether or not he actually did anything wrong. During this time, Jinx finally managed to get Anita's body and bury it out on the edge of town. A nice little hill where they used to look up at the sky, and she would listen to him play music. And
Deeper.
deeper?
Yeah, make the wounds deeper. It's like paint this beautiful end of love, so that the death of them more shine.
Yeah, they didn't read the note.
Yeah, they don't.
Somebody might try and pickpocket that from you and find it out. That would be interesting. Not that I'm giving anybody ideas or anything.
Cough, cough.
If anybody ever cared, they could have just talked to him about that. Nobody. This fucking party's dysfunctional as fuck. Don't nobody give a shit about nobody.
Or not. We don't know if you're you.
I don't know everybody. Nobody wanted to talk to me when I first met y'all, so F y'all.
Nobody wanted to talk to Tonvar either.
I talked to y'all.
I talked to Tom Bar. Me and him made a bow together. We made
Well, I know
beautiful
Brad,
babies.
because we go way back to our drinking days.
Anyway, so everything gets loaded back up. Mark and Randall help you guys load up the paintings that you had stored. Rest of your equipment that you had in were stowing in Seawell before you went up to Doveport. They're kind of resupplying you as best they can. They don't have any ammo they can give you, but they do give you as much food supplies as they can. It's not going to be a very long trip, probably just about a day and a half until you get back to Seawell. Mark also does mention that they have gone ahead and sent...
We're going back to Seawell again?
I mean, Xento. Like I said, been a long day. Anyway,
Yeah, we're going out to sea and right back. It's okay.
just turn it around. It's fine. Yeah.
Like we never did that in the Navy. Anyway. Okay, so they sent a messenger or something.
Yeah, they sent... Sorry, got distracted. They had sent... Hang on, give me 1 second. What?
Use your words. Be early.
Right. I feel like it's somebody's fault. But not mine.
It's definitely yours.
It's always yours. Always yours.
Apparently, fucking you weren't there either. Fucking Flint.
It's your emotion. Like it's just keeping us down.
An emo bard. Imagine that.
That's bullcrap. Alright, let me go real quick. Okay, sorry. I'm going to need like 5 minutes. We've got some discrepancies with the internet company. They're saying that they've already done the work. They obviously haven't. So I've got to go check something real quick. It'll take me about 5 minutes.
Go for it, Carson.
Be right back.
God bless America. It is 7:59. We're gonna be late.
Oh, we already started. He did the intro already.
I don't count that. That was dumb.
Yes, that was weak.
He already said he was gonna redo it.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Slap my pain. It's okay. Okay, just gonna go fucking just go talk to myself. One of my personalities will console me.
That link show message is great.
What does it say?
Well, U.S. women's soccer team looked like shit today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Even though they won.
I was saying they may have played like shit, but saying they looked like shit's kind of harsh, isn't it?
Oh, some of them look pretty good. You ask me.
All right, they played like fucking garbage today.
Oh, okay.
Beat France on Friday.
Sorry, I'm being a technical jerk.
Well, we got downtime. Time to listen to sad emotional music to get myself into character.
Emo music.
Emo music check.
listen to sad country. Okay.
That's still
Same
emo.
difference. Is that what that's called? I ain't never heard of emo country. Okay.
Emotional. All music's emotional. In
That's
some
very
way.
true. At least supposedly the point of music.
Exactly.
So like all music is emo, I guess. Wow, you just some string somewhere.
Shit, I am soaked.
That's why people who don't listen to music have no soul.
Anyway,
I must have like extra songs. That's all I do.
You're soaked.
yeah, it's raining.
Played in the rain.
What did the internet company
So,
need you outside to get for?
so CenturyLink, you know, they cut through the line here, or excuse me, the guys that were coming to repair the septic system here didn't call 411, 811, whatever the hell they're supposed to call. Ended
They
up
didn't check before they dug. Okay.
right, cut through the cable.
Alright.
Apparently, this guy is the guy that does the digging is quote unquote friends with one of the repair guys who said he was going to do it off the books. But the guy said, no, I have to actually report it in. Well, it didn't get reported in. So we called CenturyLink because they were supposed to come out over the weekend. Obviously, they weren't going to. Dad was like, oh, well, it'll probably come within the next couple days. No, I knew it wasn't going to go to because these people suck. Anyway.
Maybe you should just lay down the law right there.
I tried. Anyway.
You failed.
Obviously. They didn't. So, Mom tried calling today, and they said, well, we don't have a service number. Well, okay, obviously. Which means that it didn't get reported to begin with. So, we put the number in. Well, the guy called back just now and said, that job's already been done. So, why don't you go try restarting your modem? I walked outside. The cable's still in fucking half, with half of it exposed out to the elements. And I'm like, yeah, okay, restarting the modem, that'll fix it.
Hey, man, it might. Did you do it? Did you do it? Did you do it?
No, I didn't.
They could have had a different line in there. You just didn't
It's
see
the only line coming in.
it. You don't know that. You've been home all day?
No, Mom has, though. She said there's been no trucks coming through here, so...
Okay.
Just ridiculous. So now I'm soaked and I'm cold and I'm pissed. And now we're late!
And someone's gonna die.
Oh my god. You sound like a
Yeah. Someone's died.
big crybaby.
Someone's already died.
Big sad. Let's see.
Oh.
Sorry. I'll stop. Anyway.
It's okay. Don't worry. Only a few more days to live session. It'll be alright.
Oh, God. I'm already nervous about that one, too. Anyway.
Oh, boy.
So, where was I? You got everything loaded back up on your ship. Mike and Randall helped to Mark and Randall.
Yes, he is our ship now.
I mean,
It's kind of ours now, for the meantime at least.
I'm pretty sure
is
that
ours.
Somebody go spray paint IT on the side of it. Iron Tempest for life, bitches.
I don't see any Norellians coming back to take it right now, so yeah, I guess it's ours. He also says, though, that he sent back pigeons back to Xento with messages for the Church of Aldona to let them know the situation with Walter and his wife, and also sent a pigeon back to Mayor Higgins to let him know that you guys are coming in with a captured enemy ship. That way you do not have to send a preemptive dolphin again.
Oh, good.
What's wrong with that?
You could if you want to.
What's wrong with that?
I felt
There's
like
nothing wrong.
Remind you of
Hello,
something.
hello.
Yeah, I should have explained. It was a 25-word message. Yeah, anyway. And it's a one-way. It's not like a walkie-talkie. Oh, well.
So yeah, you guys get loaded up with as much provisions as you can. They don't, again, not going to be that long of a journey, and they can't really offer you much in the way of ammunition. but they do get all of your stuff loaded back up. And during this time, Jinx has done his bit with Anita, which I think I already said before anyway. But is there anything you guys would like to do before boarding your ship back to Xento?
I would like to return to the bar.
We need to get all of our stuff that we left in storage here. Shit. Is that
On the
done?
boat.
He explained it was being loaded for us.
Okay.
Already on the ship.
Sold that.
Obviously.
Are we ever coming back to this place?
Probably not.
Ronaldo.
Yeah,
One
let's
day.
go back. Let's go back to the bar.
Oh god.
Why does everybody want to go
I'm
back?
gonna remain on the boat.
Okay, Brad's staying on the boat. Jinx and Werner are going back to the bar.
I'm staying on the boat.
Tibble's staying on the boat.
I'll make a rope ball, and me and Buddy are gonna play fetch on the boat.
Flint's playing fetch on the boat. Okay. We'll go to the bar real quick.
Tonvar will be just going over the ship, making sure everything's worthy, all that fun stuff. Checking provisions, whatever.
Ship shape.
Yeah. Inventory is like a formal inventory, what was on the ship before, maybe? Depending on how much time people are taking doing other shit.
James, what are you trying to do at the bar?
I am going to retrieve the broken heart.
Okay.
Was
I
the
thought
music
you said-
box that Tonvar made ever found? Like, throughout any of that?
I'm
No.
not gonna lie, I thought you said heart.
I'm going to find the broken heart. Oh wait, it's with me everywhere now.
What was this guy's name again? That we're taking back?
Shafid.
Shut up, Brad!
Walter. I hate you.
Walter Bladewalker is the guy's name.
Is at the bar, or is he like his house is somewhere else?
He was married to Anita, so they were sharing.
I would assume he would be sharing the room with Anita.
Yeah, he had a shit in the room in the tavern. Chinooking your wife.
You want to check the rooms and stuff?
They do. Go in and search.
So investigation, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
As you guys enter the bar, Jinx, obviously you've been in here many times before, but this time it does seem a lot more somber. The gloom that you experienced in Barclay almost feels nothing compared to what you're feeling right now in this place.
Fucking drama queen.
What are you looking for specifically?
I'm gonna go up and search the room and see if there's anything like left behind in it, like maybe anything from like Jinx and Anita's relationship, like maybe an old ring. Yeah, sentimental value items.
There wasn't much that you had given her during the year that you had your relationship together. But going through, just looking through like her jewelry box, you did manage to find a small locket that you had given her.
Okay.
That when opened up, it actually plays the song that you had taught her.
And shoots a poison dart.
The one that Elena had constantly been playing in the bar for people.
Okay. And then, yeah, I'm gonna grab the broken heart out of Elena's room.
Okay. It's still actually. Let's see. Roll con and wisdom. saves.
Roll con.
So Con and
Just Jinx or both of them?
Are you going in with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you too. You just roll a con save, though. The smell doesn't get to you, but you can't seem to enter the room. It just you can't force yourself to go in there. Verna, however, you do manage to be able to go in there and grab the harp for him.
You must be this tall to ride.
short to ride, I guess. Thank you.
He said I give.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
was
okay. Now you
thinking.
give it to me? I'll fucking kill you then. I'm attacking Verna now.
Righty then.
Shit's getting
I
real.
guess that's possible. All the good people are gone.
I toss it to his general direction.
Throw it out the window.
Brad, you're not here.
Yeah, maybe. Like, dude's been through a lot already. God damn. Trying to forge like relationships with fucking party members, and y'all dicks.
We're trying to look out for your well-being of your feelings, you know. Can't have you being snowflake.
What are you looking for, Verna?
Anything of value.
Not anything you can see, really. There's just a lot of toys and things in this room. It was definitely a little girl's room. Doesn't look like there would be really anything of monetary value. Of course, obviously, there's a lot of stuff that has personal value to her.
So Verna feels right at home then.
Is there like a doll or a hairpin or something of her around?
I'm going to say with that investigation check, you probably don't really find anything other than just, like, clothes.
I'll leave them.
Okay. Yeah, the harp was pretty much her most prized possession, and y'all recovered that, so.
Okay, I'm gonna head back downstairs, grab what's left of the secret stash that was there, the 2 potions that were in there, and the whiskey that was in there.
Okay, yeah, you get 2 healing potions and what was left of the vintage whiskey that was in there.
Okay, Verna, I think I'm done here.
I'll follow him.
Verna, roll perception for me real quick. As you look over in the corner where the ficus sits, you see a small drop of dew just drip off of one of its fronds.
Oh, what now?
What's the plant?
Can I grab the plant?
It's the plant's feelings for.
Oh,
Remember?
I thought
Yeah,
the plant was dead too.
Plant just hasn't been watered.
I'm gonna chat.
Okay, Verna's bringing the ficus with her.
I'm just gonna shrug and walk out the door. Like, what the fuck? I have no clue. Whatever. Trying to comprehend the value that maybe she sees in it. Can't come up with anything.
If anything, you'd have a nice plant for the bar.
I suppose.
Brian. Or for Flint.
I got a whole tree forest out in the back.
You don't have this one.
Holy shit.
This one should have some type of emotional significance. It may will be.
So, anyway, as you guys leave out, Jinx, you shut the door behind you and you lock it back. You do see some of the townspeople that are kind of, still mulling around their daily lives, still murmuring, but they all, as they look at you, they don't recognize you, but for some reason they still all look very sullen at what has happened. She was a very central part to this community. I mean, with her being the innkeeper, she was liked by many people, especially with her daughter running around town.
I put my hood up.
Damn, your face
Stroll
brighter
back to
than the
ship.
sun. Put it back.
Sorry, what was that, Allie?
I'm just gonna stroll back to the ship. Like,
What kind of stroll?
a very, very emo one.
Ministry of Silly Walks.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Ministry of Silly Walks back to the ship. Like, what the fuck's wrong with this dude?
Oh yeah, the rain is starting to come down lightly now at this point. After you guys have everything loaded up,
And it's
Crank's still
perfect.
seeing
This is perfect.
to some of the refugees that you guys have rescued in Doveport, just trying to make sure that they're okay. Making sure the last provisions are loaded up, and he sees you two walk up and just says, "Did you do what you needed to do?"
Just gonna give him a slight nod.
All right, I guess we're good to go then. Verno, you good?
Yes.
Can we just get this boat on the freaking water? We've been sitting here for God knows how long.
Yeah. I mean, man lost his wife. We kind of had to give him some time.
Air. That's always good for a wounded heart. Let's get going.
All right, yeah, load up. Let's get going. So, everyone gets on the ship. Everything's loaded. Mark and Randall tell you that they would love to come with you at the moment, but considering the state of things and the fact that they are the only two people left that have any resemblance to any kind of law in this town, that they can't come. They do request that when you see Mayor Higgins, to see if he will send some more mercenaries or something to try and bolster their ranks a little bit. Now that Doveport's gone, they're the only thing standing between Xento and any kind of invasion from the north. So,
We'll do our best. We'll at least send you a pigeon.
awesome. All right, y'all have a good voyage. Stay safe. Hopefully we'll see you again. Yeah, don't be strangers.
Very well, I'll reset a sail.
Buddy, show him your mean face.
I don't think he really knows what mean is.
About to learn today.
So you all set sail. You pull the ship out. And start making your way back to Xento. While you're out on the open ocean, Tonvar, you said that you were doing some investigating around the ship just to kind of like take inventory of things and see if you can't figure out what the physical importance of this ship was. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Okay. I mean, I had done that earlier and determined that this was one that was confirmed with like some umpteen number of Parcellian kills.
Right.
So it's more so I'm like trying to figure out what is currently on board and whatnot. So
Right.
come on, thing. No, scroll down, please. Oops.
Hey, shit!
Yeah, I mean, just the regular provisions that you guys brought on board. You did find a door that looked odd, but you really don't think it's I mean, it's not really probably anything too out of the ordinary. Probably just more storage, best that you can tell.
Okay, well, I'm intending to take a full inventory, so I will anything that I find straight up, I'm going to determine what it is and what its purpose was. If it's something that we can reuse, or if it's something that we destroy. So, if there's a locked door there, I would like to open it.
What a time to nat 20.
What are you doing with that?
I didn't roll anything.
Well, yeah, but
No.
Oh,
It better be a magnet.
I'm repairing the harp.
okay.
Oh.
Let me get to
Oh,
that in just a
interesting.
minute.
Well, boy, yeah, do your thing. Like, I just thought it was funny. That's my way.
Let me get to that in just a minute because you might have done something with that.
fair enough. Yeah, I'll let you resolve that. I just want to open this door for now.
Well, no. We'll do the door first. What I'm saying is let me get back to the harp in just a minute. We'll do the door first.
Yeah, I got you.
You do see the door.
The door for traps?
You can check the door for
Right
traps if
there.
you want.
I meant to do thieves' tools.
Tinkers.
So, it would have been thieves' tools, and then check for traps or trip, whatever.
Check for traps, I don't know.
It'll be investigation check.
Okay. Do I need to roll an additional investigation check?
I think
before do this
Vern is checking first.
thing? Okay.
Berno, you don't see anything wrong with it. You can
Okay,
determine.
before I bust out the thieves' tool to actually defeat the mechanism, I'm going to investigate around the door itself and see what I can find.
Nice one.
God, you guys are just busting through with this, man.
It's 20. It was the double 23.
Yeah, the double
actual-
23s. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thieves tool, the nat 20 with the thieves tools is gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no weird traps or anything. There is a strange mechanism that causes this door to open and close. But you feel like that you might be able to kind of work your way around it, despite it being
Okay.
a little bit more complicated than what you would see on most Aurelian ships.
Yep.
Not a problem for you, though. You know exactly where to pop your tools in and just tink tink and pop. Pull some of the bolts out of the hinges, and door just pops right off. Verna helps you kind of take it off a little bit. She was looking around on it, didn't see anything wrong with it either. And as you guys look in, this is definitely not storage from what you were assuming.
Okay.
What you're seeing
It's something
is,
of more significance.
Right, what you're seeing is, actually, I don't know if you would have seen this or not. Verna, you roll history with advantage.
Roll what?
History with advantage.
History with an advantage.
This looks exactly like the pedestal that was in the seal room back in Barclay.
You have to refresh me on that.
Do I recognize that Vern seems to be reacting to it as if something that's familiar?
Gotta talk to her about that.
Oh, can I see that? Can I see it? Or do I need?
I give you the deer and headlight look.
Okay.
I mean, she's being visible about it, so.
Okay. So Verna, it seems that you've seen this before. What is this device?
It's something we had when we first, when we were all together before the war. I told.
Yeah, back before all this shit happened, 7 years ago. I think, was it? When did this happen? Exactly?
Empire.
I actually don't remember the timeline myself.
Yeah, it's
But-
been so long.
Yeah, there was a night, I can't remember if this was 7 years ago. I don't think it was that night. I'm pretty sure it was 7 years ago.
It was 7 years ago, and then, yeah, because he'd snuck back in to see if he could figure anything out.
Right, Crank had
Before
sent Verna out to look and see if she could do any investigation, see if the missing seal of Barclay was anywhere within the castle still. and she had actually managed to find her way into the seal room, where it is normally being held. Inside of it, there is a large pedestal that you can tell where the plate is supposed to be set, and there's several different, like, what looks like arcane conduits that are attached to the thing. At that point in time, she didn't really know what they were being used for, but seeing this thing again, you guys might be able to discern something from it.
Alright. Investigation and an Arcana check. Not animal handling. What the fuck? And I'm going to... in depth. Nat 20 investigation.
I will say with that nat 20 on your investigation, I'll give you advantage on the Arcana. You can definitely make out that this is probably where the Seal of Dread was being stored. And not only that, they were siphoning the energy off of it to move the ship.
Okay.
This is
Do I get any kind of insight onto how to activate and what, like, propulsion was it?
As far as you know, it was just channeling raw energy out the back of the ship.
Interesting.
And it was
Where's Tybalt right now?
I don't know.
He still has the disc, correct?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go look for Tybalt after this. Tell Verna, we need that disc. We should go find Tybalt.
Yeah.
And I'll start heading out looking for Tybalt.
Tybalt, where are you right now?
Hanging out in my quarters.
Okay.
Tybalt!
Bus's door open.
What's up?
Would I have thought to go check for him there initially, or?
I mean, I think that's where he's been hanging out for the most part.
Okay, so then that would be yes, yeah. We would think to go look for him there. Got it. So we'll head there first.
Okay.
Knock on the door if it's closed or if it's open. I don't know what it is. What do I find when I come to the door?
I want
You
to
can just come in.
I want to kick the door in.
Kick the door, and that's excessive.
Yeah, it's like it's an emergency.
Okay. Tybalt,
Yep.
come with me with the disc. Found
Please?
something on board.
Is there a please involved?
You're gonna want to see this.
Alright, I come.
Gotcha. Wow.
I come.
Then are you going with words?
Yeah, I already can. That's what I've been doing in my
Oh Jesus. Okay. So then
That
I'll
was-
lead
that was
Tybalt to
death
the
turned
room with the pedestal.
Alright, Tybalt, so they lead you down into the bowels of the ship, take you to a room where there is this pedestal that has this, all these arcane conduits that are just kind of attached to it.
Yeah, they explained to me that that's where the seal was being held.
Correct. Yeah. So this is where it was being held, and it appears they were able to use it to power the ship. Some sort of propulsion system.
Okay. Can I put it where it obviously belongs?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'd like to try it if you're willing.
Just so you guys know, I'm gonna need this back though.
I think it has a far greater use than any one individual will ever be able to harness them by themselves. But we'll discuss it. For now, this could allow us to travel much more quickly.
Alright, just guarantee me that I'll be able to get this back. And I'll give it.
Fair trade.
Eventually.
Okay.
Even if they don't, we'll get it.
I know.
Did he say that out loud or telepathically?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, I hand it over.
All right. Tonvar will do his best to interpret how to place it on said pedestal and activate the propulsion system.
Okay. Roll Arcana.
All right, let's do it. Take. It's not a very good roll. Oh,
It's actually not that high of a CR, though. You...
yeah. That was for like a 10 or 12 CR.
Yeah, it's not bad. there is a quite clear indentation where this plate's supposed to go, and you just kind of
Right.
slide it in.
That's where I was pretty confident.
As you place it in, the pedestal kind of moves down slightly as you hear this and energy. This dark violet energy starts pulsing through these conduits and start moving out towards the ship. As this happens, you all lurch. I need everybody to make dex saves.
Saves? Okay.
Everybody. Every single person on that boat needs to make a dex save.
Wow. Really, Jinx?
Is the interior of the ship large enough that I could have stayed mounted in the automaton, or is that strapped to the deck somewhere?
It's still strapped to the deck.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm gonna assume it's strapped down currently, and
Yeah, when they were putting everything.
okay.
Excuse me. When they were putting everything in place, they strapped it down. It is the size of a person, but it's bulky, so it's hard to get through these lower sections.
Right. Yeah. I would say like lower deck stuff would definitely be difficult unless
Right.
it's just like the main cart.
Verna, you smash your head into a bulkhead.
Oops.
Tybalt, you're fine. You managed to grab yourself just in time. Flint, Jinx, you guys were on the upper decks.
I am.
Is Brad alive?
I don't know.
Is that a question or a statement? Like,
Trying to figure out why he
He's
hasn't
questioning.
rolled.
He's trying to confirm where you were, I believe.
Yeah, Brad
at
hasn't-
the moment, wherever my orders would be.
Okay, so you're just laying in bed. Okay, you fall out of bed.
Ow.
Ow.
Actually, since you were working with your woodworking tools when you...
Oh, god damn it. Yep. I stabbed myself in the arm.
Yep.
Yep, I figured.
As you fall down on the ground, you look over, you just kind of do the slow turn. You feel a sharp pain in your hand as a knife has apparently impaled you to the floor.
Fantastic.
Brad, I need you to make an athletics check real quick.
I'm still sitting down in front of this jail cell.
My bad, folks. Holy shit.
Oh, you're down. Okay, you're downstairs. Okay, don't make the athletics check then. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just.
Okay. You're just sitting there meditating.
Yeah.
But as you do, a barrel comes rolling by and smacks you in the face. So you are gonna take 3 points of damage. Verna, you're gonna take 4. Flint, you lose your ball.
What the hell is happening?
We touch on no stuff.
Touched a no stuff.
How much damage am I taking for stabbing myself in the hand?
You're gonna take 4 also.
Touched a no stuff.
Buddy and I are
Oh,
sad.
man.
Yeah, so as they put this this plate into this pedestal, it takes everybody by surprise as the ship suddenly lurches forward at a much greater speed than it was traveling before.
Hell yeah.
And everybody was, yeah.
Did we get there faster?
Yeah, that is going to cut your travel time down by half a day now, so you will get there in a day.
Is there a way to control the speed out at the helm or anything like that? I'll go check the helm afterwards and
Just drive it
apologize
slow.
to people that like scramble on it at this point and be like, I'm sorry. Ah!
That Crank's just like, what the hell's going on down there? Tovar, what did you do?
All right. So, yeah.
I can assist the driver.
Well, hopefully on part of this journey, I can start teaching people how to fucking pilot this thing. Okay. Anyway.
Normally you guys have a captain, but he didn't come with you, so...
Yeah.
So yeah,
Why not?
I don't know, you guys didn't want him to come. You didn't ask him to come. Anyway,
when we
Moving right
when
along.
we get back to
We're definitely bringing henchmen next for this next adventure.
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned that, like,
we can hire
not
him.
having NPCs. But yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, the boat lurches forward. Crank just kind of sees you scrambling back on top of deck, Tomvar, and he's just like, "What the hell did you guys do down there?"
Apparently the disc powers this boat, so I'm trying to figure out how to control it. I'm gonna rush over to the helm.
Okay,
Look for some sort of controls.
That's weird, but
For-
all right.
Throttle or something. What? And do I need to do a fresh investigation?
Yeah, just
up
to
near
do a fresh
the helm?
investigation while you're up there on the controls.
Keeps closing out my character sheet. It's fucking pissing me off. To open it every time I want to go in here. Investigation.
You've looked over these
How'd I
controls
do?
before, and you know how a ship works, and you knew before that some of these were kind of weird. Now you're kind of feeling why why they looked weird before. You can kind of see like a slider that might be something that would be considered a throttle.
What position is it currently in?
It is all the way up.
Way down for now, just to test it.
Okay. As you do that, do you just slam it down, or
Halfway. I'll slowly reduce speed.
okay?
Like like a gentle throttling to half throttle.
Okay. As you kind of move it down, you can kind of feel the ship slow down slightly to a crawl. It's moving slightly faster than it would if it was working on normal wind power like it was before. But it's still moving along pretty well.
Okay, I'll warn everybody. I'm gonna throttle back up. We're gonna go back to top speed, but I've got at least the throttle figured out. And I'll
Okay.
gently increase the throttle back.
Put my
to full again.
seatbelt on.
I'm gonna grab the some type of wood or something.
I'm gonna do it slowly, Jesus. I'm not just like from half throttle in one fell swoop.
Walter, make a deck save.
Yep.
Did anybody
Oh
check
my
on
God.
that?
I mean, I'm in front of the cell where Walter is.
Yeah,
There
you
you go.
are.
Not like
Did
you
he
can
fall
see
over?
him.
I don't know what he rolled, so I can't answer that question.
You also haven't done any kind of checks on him.
LOL.
Anyway, Tonner will throttle back up slowly and gently, smoothly,
Okay.
and then settle in to navigate back to Xento.
All right. So yeah, you guys accelerate forward again. This time you guys are all prepared for it. Also, Tonvar just kind of eased into it without doing it. Going from
From 0 to sit full throttle in one fell
right.
swoop.
Yeah. So you were all able to kind of prepare ahead of time. And yeah, the boat just cuts through the water like it's nothing.
Are there any other controls that I can see directly on them?
Not anything that would do anything that you understand at this point. Not with that
Okay.
investigation check.
Anytime I'm not actually actively correcting our course or cutting sails or anything like that, I'm going to be studying this.
Okay.
Then I will sit here and just take the rest of the day, taking notes and whatnot. Then however you resolve that for the rest of the day.
Okay.
I would be way too fascinated by this to not be like just all on top of it.
Well, considering you're the only one that knows how to drive it right now, you might not get a chance to do that.
Okay, I mean, even on a modern ship, you can usually just let her be for a while, but fair enough.
The same modern times, bro.
Like even a pirate ship, like you don't have to constantly be cutting the rudder all the time.
You're also moving a lot faster.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so you guys are starting to move through the water at a much more steady pace. Wind just whipping through your hair. Crank just looks at everybody and is just, man, we could get this thing back to Captain Frost. I think we might actually have a pretty good tool to use here.
Aye. With more of an actual experienced crew, this thing can do a lot. And with armaments.
It's troubling that they were working on something like this.
Oh, and we're dealing with something that's legendary or artifact level of power with the disc, so...
Weren't, those crystal things that we had before?
We might be able to recharge them with the disc and this device.
Maybe.
Its power doesn't seem to have any kind of limit.
Maybe. We might need to talk to Horace about it. Maybe he'll know some more about it.
And if we're going to be collecting more of these, who knows what we're going to be capable of at some point.
I'm down for collecting more boats.
Well, the plates, but yes. So that too. We should definitely capture more of their research. It's fascinating.
So, yeah, in about a day's time, you guys managed to make it back to Xento with no problem whatsoever.
Yay!
You're still flying the white flag. So by the time you pull into port, they know that you're there, and they know that you're coming in with this captured ship.
Okay.
As you pull in, you see a contingency of people in armor that seem to be carrying a blue and silver standard.
Then I guess that's the church.
Ah, the order from which Students Maximus is one. Can we?
This would be a religion check.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So up here, I'm assuming I'm back up top now. Got my hand bandaged.
Boom!
Brad, you don't know. Flint, it's pretty armor. You've seen it before. You think they might be paladins of some kind. Tonvar, you know these are paladins of Uldona.
Donvar, what is it? What do you see?
It's the how should I do this? Oh, it looks like it's the Xentonian chapter of the Paladins of Voldona.
Walter's people?
Oh boy.
Yes. They seem to be ready to take him at the docks.
Wow,
They
that's
must have taken our message very seriously.
That's impressive. They're on time.
Wait, they're at the front?
Yep.
Wow, a whole half a day early.
Yeah, but they also were flying a white standard, and they probably have sentries on the coast somewhere that saw us.
Yeah.
A while ago already.
They would have seen you
They
coming
knew
in.
we were coming.
They would have seen you coming in.
Yeah.
They knew to expect
And
you.
we sent pigeons. Yeah, so they knew to be looking. Yeah. Well, Tonvar will do his best to maneuver the boat into dock. When we're about at sight, I'm gonna turn off the device. Though I'm gonna power it all the way down and come in on normal sail.
Okay. Yeah, you do that, and makes it a lot easier to try and dock this thing.
I also just don't want it to look abnormal to anybody
I'm going
yet.
to recommend not talking to anybody about the device.
We're not telling, and I'm going to make sure that Tonvar's going to make sure to tell everybody that we don't tell anyone about that device. That's outside of the Iron Tempest.
I
Our
agree.
core people. Like, we're not telling anybody about that.
It's a good idea.
Tibble wants to make sure, like, his patron at some point wants this device, this disc as well, so we don't want the wrong people knowing that we have it, period.
Is there any way that I'm looking to make sure they're real people?
Sorry, what was that?
Can crank check to make sure these are who they say they are? Just to be sure.
The Paladins of Voldona?
I've never seen them in my life. I don't know for sure.
We wouldn't know if they were worried about handing over the to these people?
I mean, you know they're paladins of Aldona. I'm assuming they're here for Walter.
Right. I have no reason to suspect that these people meaning this
Either
as
hand them over
paladins-
to them or hand them over to me.
I mean, I don't see any reason for somebody to pretend to be paladins of Aldona to show up to pick up Walter when we sent word for them to do it.
Yeah, pretend you're paladins of the law goddess. That's smart.
Right.
Okay.
I don't see that being a problem, so unless you can see enough reason to not turn Walter over to these people, I can't justify it.
No.
Okay. So we'll plan on doing that after we're docked. Anybody have anything else we want to make sure we do as we dock? Okay. Convo will pull the
I
boat
made
in.
another. We were traveling. I made another rope ball for me and Buddy to catch with.
We're gonna rewind quickly before we get into this, because of that nat 20 on that harp.
Oh my.
Jinx,
A little aside.
as you're sitting there before you lurch and impale your hand into the floor, you're going over you're going over this little harp. It was really nothing more than a toy that you had given her, so it was really just kind of cheap beechwood that really wasn't, probably not anything great. You do manage to find some harder wood on the ship itself, though, and you splint it and kind of patch it up. Zim, your mic's still open.
Oh shit, sorry.
You splint it and kind of patch it up as best you can, and you start sanding it down. You find some varnish that you had in your woodworker's kit. You clean it up. That looks very beautiful, actually, compared to what it was before. As you're restringing it, the memories start coming back through you. You start remembering all the good times that you had with Anita. You start remembering the few times that you got to spend with Elena, and the times that you got to hear her play this harp. You think back to the note and what Anita was asking of you. Obviously, you're angry, you're hurt, you're confused, you really don't have any clue what you want to do going forward with all this. You know someone has to pay, but you don't know how. But her words are still singing true in your mind. The strings that you felt were about to snap seem to be restrung. And as you put this harp back together, the word heartache comes into your mind. This harp is mastercraft, and if you use it as a spell focus, you gain +1 to your spells.
Dude, sick. +1 to the spell DCs using that thing. Yeah.
Nasty.
Nice. I guess that's worth an impelled hand.
Yeah.
Alright.
So you now have heartache.
Oh, I definitely have heartache.
Hey, he already had that. But that's pretty cool. Oh, I dig it. Nice flavor and everything.
Alright, as the ship pulls in, you see this contingency of the Paladins of Aldona as they as they're coming up to your docking area. The blue and silver standards flying in the air. You see a large man actually, very large beard, but his armor looks polished to a silver sheen. He steps forward as the gangplank lowers down, and all of you start making your way down. Who's getting off the boat first?
I'll get off the first.
Okay.
I'll help Brad escort dude down the gangplank or whatever.
Yes.
Okay. You put Walter back in shackles. He's still looking just downtrodden, like he's completely lost his faith. But this man, he looks up at all of you as you start walking off the ship, and he says, "Hail!"
Well, Matt.
Who are you hailing?
Well,
Do I know his rank? Would I know the rank with that history check? Like, do I have recognized the insignia, or do I need to do a new one?
you know he was a captain.
Captain.
Hail! Assuming this was the captured ship that was supposed to be coming in from Seawell.
It is?
Ah, good.
Kraken Slayer is now ours.
Ah, excellent. That would be a fine addition for the city of Xento. Sorry, let me introduce myself. I'm Captain Abraham, the Bane. The Oldona clergy.
Captain, my name is Tanvar. One of the newest members of the Iron Tempest. Walter needs your guidance, if nothing else.
Crank just looks at you like, don't say that name.
But I don't know how much people started throwing around on the boat, so.
Iron Tempest, I've never heard of you before.
I looked at Crank for a second then. Like, how am I supposed to address this?
Don't say it. Don't. Just walk around it.
Okay, who we are is a little important. We found ourselves in Seawell, and this man needs back with his people. So either get back on his path or be judged for losing it.
We heard of the situation. The pigeon that was sent in, it made mention that he held himself up in a tavern for quite a few days with his wife's dead body.
Yes, this man has lost his way deeply, tragically.
It's a shame. Oldona will judge him. We will keep him in our prisons for some time, and then when time for his trial, you all may be called to testify.
Mayhap, if possible, a written testimony would suffice in this such a matter. I suppose we would be available for in-person testimony.
In order for Oldana to dish out her justice, she would prefer to have physical representations of the witnesses.
Very well. If it's deemed necessary, send us messages. You can send it to the inn and give the address. I won't use the name.
Very well. You see him hold up two fingers, motion towards Walter. Two of the paladins come and take him from you guys. You see them hold up their hands over his shackles, and they seem to glow gold for a moment, and then kind of clasp down tighter on him.
Oh God, that's okay.
Is yeah,
Fantastic is what that is.
Walter Bladewalker, Oldona judges you. If you have anything to say, now would be the time. He just kind of stares down at the ground. Very well. For dereliction of your duty, you will be judged. Take him away. And the paladins escort him with some more. They seem to surround him instantly and start making their way back down the main drag at the poor Xento. We thank you for this. Can't believe a man like that would actually lose his way so easily. Though I can understand the circumstances that he went through. It doesn't give him any excuse to do what he did.
He had wandered off path long before this event, and this was what broke him.
Interesting. Well, we understood Captain Bladewalker was a very honorable man. He seemed to be doing a good job up there in Sewell, with what little he had.
Defending a town to that nature, losing everything he had, being down to his last 2 soldiers, feeling lost, ignored, abandoned, was breaking. This just sent him far over the edge. He may be redeemable, but that's for you and Voldon to decide.
Excuse me, sir. He kind of looks over at you, Jinx. You have something you'd like to input?
Yes. I can wait till his trial. I'll definitely be there.
Very well. Well, again, we thank you. Welcome home, I suppose. And he will shake your hand. Tomvar, he will shake Crank's hand.
He's shanking me?
Yep, he is shanking you.
Okay.
Kill him! Tomvar is dead.
Heel turn, true justice, bitch.
Damn, she got real.
But yeah, he'll shake your hand and Crank's, and he'll turn to walk away and start heading back down.
Alrighty. Sounds good.
All right. Well, where do we want to go first?
You guys
Is this
mentioned
the-
There's ours.
Well,
Is
we
this
should
the
probably
city?
talk to the mayor.
We should send word for Percy to meet us at the mayor's office so that he can debrief us about what happened while we were gone, while we debrief the mayor, and go from there.
Why don't we just go to the bar first? I think we probably need to talk to you know who.
Apple Bar.
Yeah, is it? Okay.
Yeah, we gotta check on our litter of kittens.
I'm in favor of character. I'm in favor of checking the bar first. Sure. But Tomar will agree.
We like split up.
I would say for this, probably don't need to split up just yet.
Don't think we should.
Jinx is just gonna shrug and say, "Fuck it, I can have a drink while I'm there."
To the tavern.
As I walk Flint, I toss up the plant in front of him.
What was that again?
As I walk past you, I toss up your.
He's giving
No
you
one-
your plant to have sex with.
The one from the bar in Sewell.
You're fuck ficus.
Ah,
You're fuckus.
thank you.
That's nasty.
Gonna give it to my druid friend.
God. That's so disturbing. Here's a gift. It's got special fertilizer.
No, those are just aeration holes, I swear.
Oh my god. Alright,
All right.
we get to the bar now
So you,
before this gets worse.
you guys start making your way back towards the lusty barmaid. What feels like an eternity since you've been here. Which has actually only been probably about a week.
1 week.
1 week.
One hyena. See, 1 week, 1 hyena, and 1 kraken killer later.
And 2 random people who are now friends.
And loss of emotional trauma. And
What he's trying to say, the the fuckers had an emotional trauma?
Now let's see what kind of fresh hell we're
Probably
walking
they
into
did.
at the in Xento.
As you walk up to the door, you see Lion Killer out front.
Oh yeah, the for the tiny girls.
Oh, hey guys!
How's it going, little big fellow?
Good, good.
How have things been since we've been gone?
I haven't had to kill anybody, which was good.
That's a good start.
Door. I just want to go in the door.
I lean over and whisper in Buddy's ears. His balls haven't dropped yet.
Good God.
Sorry, there's a new person with you? Who is that?
This is Tibble. He'll joining us for the time being.
What am I talking to?
So, as Tybalt, as you walk up to the front of this bar, you see this large Goliath man, in like kind of hard-pressed, tight leather armor, with this pelt of a lion draped over his back.
Think of your typical barbarian Goliath. Goliath is the race.
Why do you sound like that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Straight to the point.
It sounds fine to me.
Oh wait, we don't discuss that with our friend here. He just promises not to talk to customers during business hours.
Yeah, Tybalt, what's wrong with his voice?
Well, maybe I'm gonna go have a drink. Don't talk to me.
I lean over
Okay.
to Tibble. His balls haven't dropped.
I'm just gonna walk past. And,
Little do we all know that this is actually the truth, and Lion Killer's actually just a 9-year-old Goliath of unusual.
guarding our tavern. Like,
I mean, I wanted the other one with the cool weapon that talks to her. Yeah,
I had
no.
fine.
You're
we
also
got
9
enough
years
that
old.
shit crazy in this room.
All right, well, go on in.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Steps aside and opens the door for you. You do see that he does have a new weapon. He has a very large, what looks like katana on his back now.
Where did you get?
I bought it with my first week's earnings.
How much money did you get paid?
It's only about 20
That
gold.
looks expensive.
Oh my God. Good enough. I guess if you need it, you need it.
Oh,
Where did you find this guy?
you don't want to know.
We held open interviews for the
Yeah,
positions.
we had
Yeah, the service.
applications. We had applications.
So you walk into the bar. You see quite a few patrons in here, actually. It's just after lunch. It's probably about 1 o'clock after you guys have pulled into port.
Percy! Or is that the thing's name?
Oh God, why did I instantly have a headache?
Percy!
Percy.
Oh hey, it's you guys.
How dare you, Percy?
Welcome back.
Percy, I did drink.
Hi, Percy. Is
Alright.
there something the matter?
And where's the red guy? Where's the red cook? Hello, where's the cook?
Where is the cook? I need some grilled cheese.
That's what I want.
Let me get him real quick. Hey, Brig! What?
Greg, yeah.
The guys are back! Oh, yeah. Give me a second, I'll get out of there. Tybalt, what you're seeing right now is there's a goblin behind the bar, with a bowler hat on. He's cleaning glasses. And as you look at the kitchen behind him, as you see the doors open up, you see large red ears that seem to kind of bob their way behind the bar, and what walks in front of you is a red kobold.
You guys have a
What is that
goblin
smell?
working in your bar.
Yeah, we're an equal opportunity employer in Xento.
I like
Jesus fucking
Yeah.
Christ.
You should really try his grilled cheese.
Greg!
And
what is
why
that
would you be
smell?
complaining? You're a tiefling.
That's why
Wouldn't
I
you like
this
it
place.
that meta races are being accepted in our establishment?
Yeah, that's why I said I like this place already.
And what is wrong with the tieflings anyway? Pity's cleaning.
Oh, it's fucking piety.
Pity's
you probably
clean.
need to go
Nothing's
check
wrong
on-
with tieflings, piety. Remember, we're just saying most people don't have positive outlooks on you guys.
Thanks, you probably need to go check on your family.
Oh yeah, where's the kittens?
Haven't seen the cat since last night, actually. I mean, she has been working, but she kind of goes off on her own sometimes.
Oh.
Rick,
Interesting.
Hey, what's up?
I need a
what is
drink.
that smell?
Oh, I actually got turkey cooking back here right now.
Wow, you got some kind of soup?
I can make some soup for you guys. I'm actually
I like some soup.
we're getting ready for there's gonna be a small cooking competition coming up in about a month.
Really?
Okay. Are you participating? Are you the judge?
I'll be participating actually. It's not big, but it is the preliminaries for the Xento cooking competition. It's during the Feast of Saint Tifa.
What the hell is that?
It's the piety. You can tell him it's your thing. Oh yes, it is one of the most sacred holidays of Damas. We celebrate his first wife.
Yeah,
How many wives did Thomas have?
we've recently been celebrating first wives lately too.
Oh god.
Wow, that's a low blow.
God damn these.
Wow. Too soon.
Well, all of the priestesses of Damas.
Santa start casting on.
Me and Buddy are going out back to go see Nella.
All of the priestesses of Damas are actually married to him.
Oh,
Ah.
all right, that's interesting.
Myself included. She pulls up her ring.
Oh, okay.
So
How
that,
many
that,
does he have?
I don't know.
That
that doesn't bother you being poly with the
Of course not. This is one of his primary teachings.
polyamory.
Okay.
Well,
Well, Rick.
interesting.
Rick,
Yeah.
what kind of soup can you make with that turkey?
Turkey soup.
I mean, come on, man.
You're not gonna win the competition with that attitude.
Look, you're looking at the competition winner for the past 3 years. I've got this, okay?
I just want
Well, it
some-
would be good for the tavern if you win. So,
Which-
we need to help you get prepared.
By the way, business has been booming.
I just
Excellent.
want some soup.
Okay, Goldie, give me an hour. I can get you some soup.
An
They used to call
hour.
you Goldie.
Yeah, I mean he's a dragonborn.
I know why they would call you Goldie, but like, that's hilarious.
Is there what's done on the tavern? I totally forgot what was done to the tavern.
You guys have the you have the
Membo?
kitchen, you have the bar area, you have the brewery, and you have the garden. Right. Oh,
Probably turn into a forest.
and Percy actually looks at you guys. Oh, that's right. I forgot something.
Of course.
What?
So
What is it?
you're airy.
Yeah. What's wrong with the pigeons?
Well, you guys were supposed to pick an animal to deliver your messages beforehand, and you did.
So what's the default?
Well, when they came by asking about it, your druid said she would take care of it.
What did she
What
pick?
did she pick?
You might want to go up there and look. I think she's up
What
there
did
now.
she pick, Percy?
Tell me now and we'll go look. But I don't want a surprise on
I'm
this
gonna
one.
dock
It's
your
already
name.
a surprise.
Tell me right now.
Just go have a look.
I'm gonna dock your pay.
I
What is
really don't care.
I care.
Before
I'm
we
just
go-
gonna walk to the bar and grab a drink. Like, the hell
I'll
is
go
waiting?
look, okay? Tondar's
I
just gonna
just
go up
want
there
some
by himself.
fucking.
I'm making you soup. Give me a second.
Tondar's just gonna go upstairs.
A second or an hour? You did. Throwing time
Oh
everywhere.
Oh my god, you
I'm gonna head upstairs and start to the side.
I'm gonna go up into the area and see what the.
Mercy, I
this
just need
is.
the drink. I'm just gonna sit down in the corner. Just give me the drink.
Alright, fine. He slides you a shot of whiskey. Yeah, so
Okay.
you guys are going up into the area, and
Yeah, fucking.
I hope it's not bees. I hope it's not bees. I hope it's bees.
This could be fucking bees. I ain't even going up there to look. I fucking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going there to look so that we can know.
as you
because-
start to get closer to the door, you hear behind it this noise that sounds like
Oh god damn it! I'm gonna go open the door. I'm just gonna get it over with. With the band-aid
Fucking
off.
bees.
as you open the door, you see Nella standing in front of these massive bees. And she's laughing
bees?
maniacally. Check out these bees, bitches!
Nella. Hi.
Dire bees!
I did not know those existed, but that is fascinating.
What the fuck is the 4th of July music?
These things
the
are
bees.
amazing! Look at how big they are! Look at the stingers! They've got multiple! And they also carry letters. I figured that part out on my own. It was actually really cool.
How fast do they travel to deliver?
Are they accurate?
Super
And
quick, super
how
accurate.
quick?
You're talking about one of the creatures that can it can travel with pinpoint accuracy using magnets in its head. I think.
That sounds.
I'm glad I
As long
can't hear
as they're
this.
doing their job, you enjoy. Not turn around and it's only their job, right?
Yeah, they're doing their job. Actually, you guys have some the things with the words letters. Those you guys have some letters.
Mail.
Yes.
Are they? Is it here or is it downstairs?
It's here. She goes over to one of the bees and she kind of pulls some pieces of paper off of its stinger.
Okay then.
Okay, yeah.
Mercy!
Thanks.
I'll gather this.
Mercy!
Ah. Alright. Fine. You're lucky I stocked up this week.
Well, I'm glad you did
Still
something.
sitting in the bar with the bottle I took off.
Is there like a list of revenue and expensive? A sheet that tells us what's going on with the bar? Or
Percy,
the
I
whole
don't think it
room?
was quite that detailed yet.
yeah, not yet. Percy has all that though.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
so-
back downstairs and start handing out letters to whoever has one addressed to them.
Yeah, Nella's gonna lock up the area and she's gonna come down with you guys. Hi guys! Welcome back! You should go up and check the area sometime. It's so cool!
Heard about it.
It's very delightful.
Has a buzz about it.
Yeah.
You are right.
It can be.
They're giant bees. Dire bees, apparently. I mean, I guess they get the job done, right? Right, everybody?
You have to feed these bees.
I mean, they eat most of the flowers out in the garden, so, you know.
Oh, how many
Actually-
flowers are in the garden?
How
Do
big
they
are they again?
produce their own kind of honey and still be able to do their messaging job?
They do! I've got a dire hive out back now.
Huh. This may
How
not
big are
actually
these-
be that bad. Imagine
How
the
big are
mead you
these
could make
bees?
from their honey.
Do we have to take out insurance on these bees?
No, it's fine.
Yeah, that was going to be my final question. How aggressive are they?
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
No. If they're stinging people, that's going to be a
Oh,
problem.
they're not going to sting people. Look, I've got them under control. Her deedly boppers start wiggling. They're fine. Mostly.
That then, and make sure they have their needs met, so we don't have to worry about being sued for them stinging somebody just delivering a letter.
What if somebody tried to
Understand?
ride one?
They're not that
would
big, are
be
they?
awesome.
They weren't that big, were they?
I mean, you could try. Bee saddles.
Oh god. I'm sure like smaller people could do it.
Flint! She runs up to Flint. Flint! Flint! bee saddles.
Nella, to what they're saying, I think you're doing a good job. Oh, by the way, I'd like you to meet my new little friend, Buddy. This is Nella, Buddy.
Oh, he's adorable. Where'd you find him?
In a knoll pit.
We were fighting in a
cave.
In a cave, and I decided to take him away from who he was with.
So you stole a hyena and he needs a bath. Okay.
Yeah, that's the short version, right?
Yeah. I keep giving him soap, but he keeps eating it.
Oh, his insides are clean.
Oh boy.
Sorry, Tybalt. This girl that has come down from the area with them, it's an elf lady, with like short black hair, and she's wearing like a sarong that looks like bee striped, and she's also wearing like tight red leather armor, and she has a pair of like dealy boppers on her head, like the little headband thing that kids wear.
Pictures of these people?
I do, actually.
Yeah, just send them to him. Put them out there.
I'm not gonna do it now. I'll send them later. We'll see.
Righty then.
Percy, let's go over the books real quick.
Mom, where's Mom? Where is she?
Your mother's out in the brewery out back.
Tell her to come here. I don't want to.
You go tell her. I'm busy here. He's cleaning the bar.
The owner. Go get. Mom.
I'm serving your patrons. It's your mother. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's Mom. You go get Mom.
Actually, Mr. Brad, there's a letter here for you.
Oh God, read it to me. I tell people not to send me mail. It's the biggest waste of paper ever.
Braille hasn't been invented yet.
Brad, it's a
It's a fingergram.
I just got that.
Mm-hmm.
Brad, it's a pamphlet.
Oh great, it's a bunch of pieces of paper. Okay.
It says the Saint Tifa's Brewfest. It says, calling all brewmasters. It's almost that time of year again. In 1 month, during the Feast of St. Tifa, the Xento City Council will once again be holding its annual ale competition.
Oh my God.
If you think your brewery has what it takes to compete against the best and brightest in the city, or if you're just a small city craft brewer trying to make a name for yourself, now is the time. All entries must be received by Mayor Higgins' office 1 month prior to the competition.
We're late.
Applications may be entered at his office or any Xento City welcome centers located throughout the city. Outside competition is encouraged to bring new flavors and ideas into the city. No official rules are settled, only nothing illegal may be used. Go nuts! Infusions, special filtering, whatever you can think of to put your brew on top of the rest. Prizes will be awarded based on the opinions of our esteemed panel of judges. First prize is a mystery box and 2,000 Bergotten marks. Second prize is 1,000 marks, and third prize is 500 marks and 500 gold. We look forward to hearing from you and have a joyous feast.
When was this letter sent? Or pamphlet or whatever?
I think it just came in yesterday.
I snatch it from his hand and
when
throw him.
Hey, don't snatch. It's rude.
I think
When is this tournament thing? Fiesta or whatever it is?
I think it's in a month. It's during the Feast of Saint Tifa.
When is that?
It's in a month.
Okay. So,
So you need to submit. We need to submit now.
Yeah.
Just submit.
We were gonna go see the mayor today anyway, right?
There we go.
Why are you being so emo today? Did somebody piss in your Cheerio?
Yeah. I just want a bucket soup.
Fine! Soup! A bowl of soup is now on the counter.
Hey,
Why wouldn't you have eaten in 3 days?
I don't know.
Weren't you eating your rations?
Fuck?
I don't think so.
We had so we had food when we captured it. They loaded it up at Siwa with food. Like, what do you mean you haven't eaten? We've had more food in the last 2 days than we've had like in the last month.
Yeah, but nobody cooked it.
The rations! You don't
we didn't
cook them!
roleplay it, dude. It was it's fucking cornbread. it, dude. What are you?
I gave Nella the ficus, by the way.
Oh, that's a pretty plant. Why does it get holes in it?
Those are just aeration holes in the dirt. He swears.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Just better envenenation.
Or the strange color.
Oh,
And smell.
also, the Ed brothers said that they were running low on corn, so,
Oh, of course. What else is low?
Hold on, I empty out my bag. I give her 3 5-pound sacks of corn,
Oh,
God.
2 large cabbages, 10 small carrots, 1 small bag of potatoes.
This is from the fucking cave.
well, I mean, the vegetables will start a nice little garden for some stuff for Mr. Brick, but yeah, the corn will help. That's awesome.
Yep.
And
there
you're
you
gonna
go.
want to have somebody go to the docks and inspect our new acquisition. There's probably supplies that can be
I
used
give
for the
all
bar.
that to Nella, so I can take that off my list.
Okay. Mr. Roderick, about your new acquisition, you might want to go talk to your friends downstairs.
Yeah, that's gonna be our next stop. We just wanted to
Been
make sure that
any
we touch
applications
base with
for
everything
any
here.
jobs?
I mean, y'all haven't really had any new positions open up yet, so
Okay, I just wondered if there was people.
not until you guys start making more expansions.
How much money have we made since we've been gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go over the book quick first, and then we're gonna go downstairs.
I mean, between stocking up the bar and everything, it really wasn't a great week, and after all the overhead and getting the employees paid and everything, pulled in about 400 gold for the week, though. It's not bad.
Reinvest at this point, and into materials and supplies to keep things going.
Yeah, I mean, the business is doing all right. Like I said, we had to get restocked.
Yeah, plus we got all the forgotten marks from
Yeah, we have now.
Shit.
We have
1,500?
1,750 marks that we acquired that we can use.
Uh,
But we'll find out what we get from the mayor
Well,
first.
Percy, we have a bunch of rations on the boat apparently. So
Mhm.
we can get the cart and we can go to the boat and get some of that stuff.
Before we go, can I allow the one of the J dollars Percy? How much is it worth?
let me check. He pulls like a little monocle thing, like one of those little jewelers. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, he kind of looks at it and he's like, yeah. This thing looks like it might have been one from one of them tribes of the Jakata Wilds to the south. It's a nice piece.
We'll have some other items that need to be appraised, but I don't think that's our top priority right at the moment.
Yeah, just eyeballing it, I'd say you probably get about 35 gold for this, though.
Weren't they worth like 800?
These things? Nah, I mean, they're just little jade statues, man.
Oh, okay. I thought you said like they. Okay, I thought you said they were worth way
Paintings.
more.
No,
The
the
paintings.
paintings are worth.
Paintings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I snatched back the J doll and just put it back in.
Okay.
Where'd you get? Did we notice this? Did anybody notice this? Actually,
If he didn't mention it.
were we still there watching? Right? We didn't notice when he found them in character. Oh. Did he do this in front of everybody when we didn't know he had the item? Or yes.
I don't know, Berna, were you being stealthy about it, or were you just tossing it out there?
I was just tossing one.
Okay.
Okay, so then my question comes back. Did I notice this, and do I need to roll a perception?
Well, if he was being open about it, then you saw it.
Yeah, so
Alright.
what do we roll?
Where'd you get that?
Oh, I stumbled on it on the road.
It's a nice date.
You stumbled on the road coming back home. We was in a boat.
On the boat.
I didn't say where though.
got a point.
We checked the boat, remember? Everybody checked the boat.
I mean, pretty solid inventory of the boat at this point,
Convar
and I didn't notice any RC back.
made it on the boat.
I
Who said it was on the boat?
Convar literally went through and made a document of the inventory.
But who said it was on the boat? I saw.
You did!
You said you found it on the way back
It was
home.
on your way
from
back.
Seawell.
It could have been at Seawell. Could have been somewhere else. As I walk out the bar.
Miss. Okay, she had a letter.
Oh, boy.
Did anybody else have a letter directly addressed to them? Let's deal with that first.
Mr. Tonvar, yes,
Seems to be a
you
lot
had
of
one too.
chaos right now. I will go read mine myself, thank you.
It should
And I'll go
be under your handouts. Under your name.
Yeah. Which one?
Which girlfriend?
Oh, well.
No, I'm asking him which note I'm supposed to look at.
From Kimmy.
Okay, that's what. Why don't you open, you piece of
Bee
shit?
lady.
Huh?
Give me Verna's letter, I'll take it to
Okay.
her. Thanks.
Do you want to read it?
Yeah, I put it in my pocket.
Right, because you can't read. Anyway.
Oh, terrible. You gonna read it? No.
Nope, I'm just gonna put it in my pocket.
Bonvar will laugh and file that into his notebook. We'll just put the letter in the notebook.
You don't want to read it out loud, just to yourself.
No, I'm just gonna read it to myself. Alright, everybody get their mail. Everybody settled. A meal, a
Brewery, you
beer.
calm down. Going on back here.
Very well.
Did this... Riggs,
Eh.
where is the soup, man?
You had your soup! I gave it to you!
What's with him in the soup today?
He ate the soup.
You know what? Forget it! No! No soup for you!
Mm-hmm. No soup for you.
Okay. Okay.
No.
Get out of the way, I'll make my own damn soup.
He gave you your soup already.
He did. He said that soup just appeared in front of you at the bar. He did say that.
Fine. I guess I go to the brewery.
Okay. Yeah, you open up the brewery and you can smell the hops and, you know, the barley and things just kind of wafting into your nose.
Ah,
Oh, welcome back, sweetie.
better mood already.
How was your trip?
What's up, Mo? It was interesting.
Good, interesting?
Not really.
That doesn't
You
sound
know,
very
just-
promising.
Just, you know, things trying to, kill us.
That sounds bad. That sounds very bad, actually. Please try not to have that happen.
Well, we got back here. We, killed a bad guy. Like a big guy.
Oh, wow. That's impressive, actually.
Yeah, he fell down and we threw a robot on top of him and he died. Squished.
It sounds like, yes, that would be a very probable cause of death. I really don't understand your friend, sweetie.
Which one?
All of them.
I don't either. It's
Every
okay,
single one of
Mom.
them.
I don't know either. It's a weird.
Well, things have been going good here. The infusion process is going well. Everyone seems to be loving the new hearty ale that we've been making.
What, how's the supplies and stuff coming along?
Holding pretty well. We've been running out of corn, so we haven't really been able to make anything with sour mash.
I thought we were supposed to be able to grow corn in the back.
We can, but that requires us to have corn, and we haven't had any seed coming in. I think part of the problem was the supply chains from that town that you guys went to.
The place corn comes from?
Oh, that's primarily where it came from.
Can we not, like, plant our own corn?
Well, as I said, we need corn to plant corn.
Before?
No, we did, but that girl tries hard. She tries very, very hard.
Okay. So have you heard about this whatever competition?
Oh, yes! We definitely need to do that. It would be excellent if we could at least place. It would put us on top of a lot of the other bars in town.
Place? We're gonna win.
Well, of course we're gonna win. I'm just being, optimistic.
Modest?
That,
Modest?
I suppose, would be the better word. If you want, though, we can actually start improving on the processes here, and we can try and make something that might be...
Yeah, we need something with some flair.
You have any ideas?
It is summertime.
Orange peel? Citrus, maybe? Lemon.
Something that has a cool touch.
Bananas. And mint? I don't know. We'll think about it some more. Someone came looking for you.
Of course. Who was it? Was it that weirdo? There was a weirdo that lied for a job.
No. It wasn't him. We've been trying to keep an eye on him, though, but
Oh yeah,
people
how's that going? What have you seen from the guy?
we haven't seen him in town for the last 3 days. So I don't know. I think he probably left. He probably skipped town. No, this was someone else.
Oh,
He had very shiny robes.
did he leave a name?
No name. Just very sparkly.
Did he leave a message?
Said he might see you in a couple of days.
Oh, that's good to know.
Oh, don't worry about it too much. I'm
Okay.
sure it's not anything. Probably just another patron trying to find the brewer.
Where's the brewer? I need my booze. Huh?
Yeah, they do get that way sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. We gotta come up with something.
Yes.
As
Well, we have a month to work on it. Just get me with me when you have time, and we'll try and come up with something.
Okay, well, we gotta go to the mayor's office. He
Okay.
sent us on he's the one who sent us on our task.
Oh, he was actually in here drinking the other day. He actually really enjoyed it.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, he's very big supporter of you guys.
Did he leave a big tip?
I don't know. You'll have to talk to that goblin out front.
Oh, great. They tipped a goblin. I'm sure that they didn't tip at all. Then.
Well, I think he tipped the cat, but anyway.
Oh, okay. That's okay then.
Anyway, good luck with your meeting, sweetie.
Yeah, okay. Need anything from town while we're there?
Not that I know of. I think we're good here for right now. Nella's been providing us with most of everything that she can.
Did you see the size of those bees?
They're huge, aren't they?
I haven't seen them, but I've heard them.
You can hear them all the way down here, too.
I know. I didn't even go upstairs, but I could hear them.
As long as they're doing their job and nobody's getting hurt, I don't care. But,
I hope they don't drive away customers.
Besides, your father and I used to train things that were much worse than that.
Oh, I know. But you never know. Are those bees even, like, a thing? Or are they new?
I mean, they've been around, but as far as controlling them in that capacity, I've never heard of it. But, again, that seems to be her specialty, so I'm just rolling with it. She kind of stares out into the void.
Okay, well, I'm kind of uneasy about these giant bees.
It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Till it's not.
Better than a flock of giant spiders.
Oh god.
Okay, Ma, I gotta go. People are probably getting mad.
Okay, good luck.
No.
As you make your way back down to the bar, Percy looks at all of you and just says, "All right, I think they're ready for you."
Hey,
Let's
Percy,
do
the mayor was in here the other day?
Oh yeah, he stopped and had dinner.
I see. How much was it?
It was probably about 30 silver for the plate.
Did you charge him?
Yeah,
Oh, God, why did you do that?
but we gotta make money, dude. Come on.
It's 30 silver.
It's still money.
It's the mayor.
Fine. If you marry, it's free.
Oh, don't charge the mayor anymore, Percy.
Fine. Look, they're waiting for you guys.
Only for food, though. Only for food, Percy.
Yeah, definitely charge him for his drinks.
Yeah.
His comp is meals. That seems reasonable. Everybody, do what we need to do.
Okay, Percy, we'll be back.
All right. He looks around real quick, waits to see.
Also, there might be potentially somebody looking for me.
All right.
If they do, keep.
If anyone comes looking for a blind golden dragonborn, I will keep them right here in this seat.
Okay, good. Dang.
Oh my god.
Goes back to cleaning glasses.
Stupid goblin.
Dumb dragonborn.
I'm gonna.
What are you guys, siblings or something? Knock it off. Can we get a good with what we're
It's
doing?
almost like
Bar and walk out.
not being paid by us.
Sorry, what was that, Allie?
I said I'm going.
I
I can't hear
you, man.
anything you're saying.
Huh. The bard's a mute. Look out.
I could tell he was talking, but he sounded like a million miles
You
away.
sounds like you're far, far away, dude.
Step up to the mic.
You're worse than Clark now.
Yeah, we can't hear you at all, and I've got you turned all the way up.
Something's
I can
unplugged.
tell you're talking, but it sounds like you're like across the room from your mic.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
he's gone. Oh,
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah.
y'all.
Okay. It said I was connecting, like I wasn't even connected to Discord, even though I could hear y'all, and y'all heard me distant. It said I wasn't even connected. But anyway, I'm gonna take one final swig of my whiskey, push the bottle back across the fucking bar towards Percy, and stand up and walk out.
Jeez, everybody's
Why
got a
is that-
stick up their ass today.
Why did
So,
I have a
so
read on any-
she's upstairs with us.
I've been at the bar the whole time.
So yeah, Percy just opened up for us to go downstairs to the meeting room. Is Jinx walking out or walking down the steps to the
You
meeting
walked
room?
out the door.
Okay.
Yeah, I walked out the door.
Like you.
That's where Verna had went.
But we're just trying to, oh my god, we're trying to do this.
I mean,
But we already have people that have left, so
yeah, Jinx and Verna have left, so
like Verna had already left like a while back. So why would y'all go into gate something? Yeah.
Are you guys going to the mayor office or downstairs?
downstairs.
Going downstairs.
I meant to go downstairs then.
But you can't go downstairs. You don't know we're going downstairs.
Oh. Yeah, okay, I guess.
Door.
Well, I didn't mean to walk out the door. I thought we were going to the mayor's
Oh,
office.
don't lie, liar.
Whatever.
Well, it is kind of what we said we were doing, and then y'all decided to.
Yeah, you sidetracked, I guess.
I don't know.
I mean, the whole point of coming to the bar was to check on stuff and then talk to the people down in the war room.
Just wait outside.
Whatever y'all want to do. I don't care. Decide.
I want to go down to the war room. It's important.
Zim has DC'd, so
I'm just playing outside with my daggers.
Hey,
Vern, I come back in.
David Frost shown his new ship.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need to go like tell these dudes about this and how it all belongs to us.
and also the fact that Brigada was invaded by Norellian soldiers.
Uh-huh.
Which is probably something you should tell the mayor too. Like, sure.
I mean, we will tell the mayor that they ship.
I ain't worried about the ship. Telling them about the ship. The ship's ours. Just need to tell them they got fucking enemy soldiers invading.
And we show him the head of General Barabbas.
Oh yeah, we got that with us.
And Tomvar has a hat, or not Tomvar, but Tybalt has a hat now.
Damn right I do. You guys have a war room? I want to check this out.
I mean, it's better than your hat.
Yeah, Craig kind of looks at you, Tybalt. Look, we're being very generous with what we're doing here. You've helped us, and I trust you because of that. But what you're about to see, you don't speak of to anyone.
You're welcome back.
If I find out that anyone finds out about this, other than us, you're going to be the first person's head that I chop off.
That includes your little friend, too.
Good luck with that, but okay.
Okay. Verna, you gonna quit playing around outside?
Yelling at me?
Yeah, he's inside the bar yelling at you.
Who was that?
Crank.
I guess I'll come in moping.
You got a letter, too.
I'll read it to myself.
Okay. It should be under...
It's in my pocket, isn't it?
It's in Brad.
Well, yeah. Do you give it to him? Do you give it to her? Excuse
No,
me.
I don't.
Okay. Alright, well, I guess we're headed downstairs.
Are you gonna call out to me too since I walked out, or nah? I'm just walking out.
Jinx, let's do this meeting and then we can do what we need to do.
Okay. Like,
Oh, it's like corralling sheep.
Yeah, no shit.
That's
turn
right,
around and
target
walk my
cats.
happy ass back in.
Try being the DM!
This is actually pretty easy.
Alright, alright.
Jinx says
Everybody
everybody
sit
wants to.
Damn it.
So, as
That
you
does
all...
remind me, Tybalt, I do want to talk to you about your intentions with your patron in the long term, but that's for a discussion for another time. We're going to choose to trust you for now. But let's go downstairs.
So, as you make your way down... down the dark
Do I
stairs.
know who has... Go ahead.
I'm debating into wild shaping into a sheep.
No thanks.
Okay, yeah, what were you...
Do I know who has my letter?
Last you saw, Nilla had it. She's still down at the bar.
I run up to her quickly and
Are
ask
we in the
her.
room? Are we in the room down here?
I ask her who has my letter, or if she has it.
Are we in the room?
I gave the letter to Brad. They're headed downstairs now. Yeah, you guys are walking down. You walk down the dark corridor, the lamplight just the dark stairs. Yeah, the lamplight just kind of faintly lighting things as you walk down in. And you see the large map of Edoria in the middle. Leidenfrost is kind of over in the corner, just kind of laid up on a crate. And you see Darius with his hood down, and Horace, they're kind of going over points on the map. Horace has a few books out in front of him. And they see you walk down into the room.
Have y'all even left this room since here?
I mean, we're in hiding, so... No.
Oh my god.
Look, we have places...
News we need to get everybody caught up on, because at this point, there's no reason to hide.
Aye, what'd you find?
Oh.
The Norellians are already here.
Excuse me?
We've captured one of their research vessels. General Barabbas was at Doveport.
Whoa. One thing at a time, please. General Barabbas.
We killed Barabbas. We killed the other big spiky guy.
Barabbas was here.
We killed him.
Show him.
We killed him what?
Wait, no, hang on. 1 second, guys. Just wait. You're telling us General Barabbas was here?
He was here.
He was, and he's dead.
Yes, wait, and was? Wait, you killed him?
And jumped the automaton on his head, yes.
Somebody pull his head out of the bag.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Show him.
Did we actually get it back, or was it chewed on?
Yes.
I'll pull it out of the bag of holding then and pop it on the table.
All three of them, their jaws drop. What?
It was an eventful weekend.
It's been a week. How did you... This is...
A lot has changed.
Darius...
The battlefield is ever shifting.
Darius is like holding his finger up to his forehead now, just like... Okay, so many questions to begin with. One, why? Why were they here?
They were performing research and developing a zombie army, utilizing the disc, which is an artifact, a shard of one of the deities. They fetch the rest of them as well.
Wait. Okay, let's put a pin in that for a minute.
Very well. It gets convoluted but I'm sure we can sort it out. What's your next question?
Number 2, who the fuck is that? And he points over to Tybalt.
That is Tempest. He is a defector from the Norellian Empire. One of the researchers that was under General Barabbas gave us the information needed to infiltrate their camp, capture one of their ships, and ultimately kill Barabbas and, out of character, I'm spacing on the giant dude's name.
Asher.
Yeah.
Asher. As well as
Third
Captain
fucking
Asher.
time.
We have, and we're fairly confident that this is the last time that he will need to be defeated, considering his body was disposed of in a pit of acid.
Okay. Tybalt.
It's been an eventful week.
You're defecting.
Past tense. I defected.
Correct. He was a defector. He defected. That is the proper.
And the general didn't kill you outright.
He tried to.
Yeah, he was being chased by a flesh column and a contingent of zombies. So, we can corroborate that he was being hunted at the time that we met him. He seems fairly ungrateful considering how lucky it was that we stumbled upon him and helped him kill the flesh column.
Let me hear it from him. What happened? Why were you leaving?
It's a long story. I just don't like the way they run their business.
I can't blame you there.
I wasn't too keen on creating a bunch of zombies. Once I found out that's what I was doing, I defected.
Makes sense, but even still, somebody in your position, wouldn't really shirk on the opportunity to try and move through the ranks in the Norellian Empire. Even if it were just a researcher.
I didn't see enough vertical progression happen. So I decided to leave.
Okay.
Noises. Machine gun fire.
Yeah, it's in your mic sword.
It does kind of sound like.
What are you? What kind of noises are you getting?
It's like a. It sounds like a.
A helicopter.
Yeah, it sounds like you're inside of a helicopter.
Yeah. Okay, so let me process what's going on here. General Barabbas was here. He was raising some kind of undead army. Right. Out of the citizens of Doveport.
As well as flesh golems. Yes.
And flesh golems. Oh, great. Well, that's even better.
He was also testing some sort of liquid, and this disc was probably his means of controlling such a large undead army. It's also powered, though, to be fair.
Wait about that.
Wait. Right.
And we have some.
These are our people that we're supposed to tell about this.
Sorry, go ahead, Flint.
These are our people.
Go ahead, Flint.
And we went ahead and collected some other items that they were using to test, and we need to get them analyzed. If you know anybody who dabbles in necromancy or the higher arcane magics.
Well, no necromancy, but I can definitely poke through it and see what I can find.
We need the source of necromancer to question Barabbas from the grave, beyond the grave.
Again, I might be able to help with that. I'll have to find the components for the spell, but I can try. You mentioned a disc.
Yeah, it's called the Disc of Dread.
The
Correct.
Seal of Dread.
Correct.
Excuse you.
It's good whiskey.
That seems highly unlikely, but you recovered it?
Why does
Yes,
everybody doubt us when we tell them shit? Especially you guys.
Well,
We're not intimidating. Like, who the hell, like, do you think? At this point.
I mean, look, we have to
Like,
commend
have
you.
we not done unbelievable things?
Right, but considering every single person in this room got their asses handed by the generals last time we faced them, you guys actually managed to kill one?
Hey,
Circumstances led up to a perfect an opportunity, and
Hey.
yes, capitalized.
it was a dragon guy. Okay.
I stare with evil intent.
Your halfling friend is
Evil
scary.
intent?
Evil intent. Grimace.
Well, this is all
What
fine
do you
and
know
dandy.
about the seal?
This is all fine and dandy, but the seal. You guys actually managed to recover it.
Yes, and there's apparently more of their general on here already that's acquired another. So our timetable has escalated vastly.
Darius, Layden, it might be time to tell them.
Shit.
Why are we doing time to tell?
Yeah, why are we being kept in the dark about anything at this point? I thought,
You guys-
hasn't it been fairly established that we need to know everything so we can do what we need to do? Anyway, spit it out.
There are reasons why things have not been exactly out in the open.
Well, if them in the dark, there won't be anybody left to keep them.
Which is why you must know.
Oh, I'm glad that's the only reason we should know.
Do you have the seal with you? Can we see it?
Why don't you tell us what you know first before you ask any more questions? Like, let's just get this out and done.
I agree with that statement. We've done a lot at this point, and for us to learn that we're being kept in the dark about anything that significant, based on what you're insinuating, I think you need to tell us now.
I slam my dagger into the table.
So, the Seal of Barclay, right?
Yes.
That relic that you were looking for so many years ago. There's something more to these things than just simple magical manipulation.
Obviously.
Tell me, what do you know of the old gods?
What is this, a history check?
That's a good question.
Religion checks for anyone. Tybalt, I think with advantage because you just learned about this recently.
Come on, roll, James. Shit. Ouch.
Had a good roll all day.
Well, I got a harp, so I guess I can't complain. God damn, a fucking that one. Like, I don't even know about my own god anymore.
Oh,
apparently.
and
like, that's how fucking.
Flint with advantage also.
Tiara was freaking.
Okay, there's our guru.
Yeah, Tomvar, you would... Brad, Jinx, you don't really deal with the religious stuff too much. Jinx, your god is one of the four faiths anyway, so you know, you really don't care about the old gods.
Yeah, fuck the old gods.
Tomvar, you know that there are small sects of people that still worship these old gods, but they're not very common. The most common one you know of is the worshippers of Yedea, which would be this people that Flint follow. And also the followers of Denagi, which is what Nella follows. Druidic religions, basically.
Right.
Verna, you would know the same thing. Tybalt, Flint. Tybalt, you know this because you have recently come into a pact with an entity claiming to be one of these old gods. Flint, you know this because in your hand, the soul of your best friend that has been touched by the goddess Yedea pulses energy through you. These are gods that were once in control of this plane, but have since fallen from grace. There's stories back when the world began that the god of life, Bahamut, and his wife, the goddess of death, Zitarius, they released their children onto this plane. It's more or less of a playground. They let them roam free and create and build and destroy and do whatever they pleased with the land. In this, people rose up, created civilizations, families, kingdoms. Somewhere along the way, there was a group of people that thought that they considered themselves greater than these child gods. They thought they should hold small fragments of their power, and even with those small fragments, they could change the world how they saw fit. in discovering this ability, they did manage, actually, to trap small pieces of the gods onto the material plane whenever they would come and visit, so to say. They took this energy and they forced it into 8 separate relics, one for each of the child gods. Coincidentally, each of the relics also has domain over each of the 8 tiers of magic. We don't know exactly what happened to that civilization. All we know is that it was wiped out completely. There are still remnants that exist. The gnomes, actually, were thought to be some fragment of that civilization, huh? And even yourself, Crank. We think that you might have been some kind of guardian. Guardian? Yes. Apparently their cities were grand and much more advanced than anything that we could have ever experienced. And we think they did that by harnessing these relics.
So what happens when you put them all together?
We're not sure exactly of the ritual required to
Well, the
bring out...
reason I'm asking is because the Norellians are actively trying to do that.
We know.
How many relics do we have?
Again, we don't know exactly of the rituals required to bring out their full power, but based on my research, if all of the elements are brought together in one specific place and the ritual performed, you will be granted a wish.
Of course we are. And then what? After the wish is granted, the shit just separates and goes out into the world?
We don't know. We don't know if the wish has ever been made before. We don't know what happens to the seals. As far as we know, they just lose their strength completely.
So you never answered Fern's question. How many do you guys have, if any?
On hand? None.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you have 0.
But... And Horace starts looking nervously at everyone at the table.
And you know where they are.
I know where one is. He looks at the floor.
Why are we...
Alright.
Why is that so secretive? This is wasting time. We could be out there looking for them while you're pity pattering around.
Do you know what the purpose of the Iron Tempest is?
I don't know.
To keep secrets, it looks like.
Sick of the riddles. and
Something.
shit.
This organization was put together because, not as some contingency plan in case Barclay were to ever fall, it was to protect the seals. It's existed a lot longer than the Kingdom of Barclay, and it was to make sure that the seals don't fall into the wrong hands by any means necessary. The seal that you were looking for before, the seal of Barclay, is actually known as the seal of Xento. You see Layden perk up at this. Xento.
Okay, English, please.
He's talking about the god of the crushing depths.
Okay, so it's a sea monster. So it's a kraken. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, something like that. By the way, Mr. Tybalt, tell your imp to come out of hiding. I can see it.
Okay. You can show yourself.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, made a bit of a pact with the god of the ancient depths myself. So, the seal of Victo, then, you know where it is? Yes. It was never technically lost.
Of course it wasn't.
I simply couldn't allow it to fall into Emperor Tarshius' hands.
Wait, the relic we were looking for when we started?
Yes.
Where did you hit it?
Out with it. Where is it?
The one place that Drakus would never think to look.
His ass.
Wearing it.
Right under his nose.
In Nerelia? Where in Nerelia?
No, actually not in Nerelia. It's still in the throne room.
The chair?
It's being held in a pocket dimension. I never even told King Roland about it because if he knew, they'd be able to force the information out of him. When he took Roland's head, that's what he was trying to do.
So, like what we're trying to do with Barabbas, yes.
Essentially.
Understood.
Essentially, yes.
And so it's still there.
Still there, in a pocket dimension of my creation.
Does that pocket dimension stay intact even if the place collapses?
It does.
Can we
How
form some...
How are we supposed to access that place? We have to, like, remove the boulder stuff?
Well, we don't know exactly how...
Well, with my knowledge of how pocket dimensions work, we should be able to access any place, anywhere, with the correct devices and incantations. So, we'll need to start getting working on that.
Yes.
Well, we know where that one is, and we know that it's safe. You, like, can... there?
I'm not sure. As far as I know, it's still there.
We can research that. That's achievable. That's one of 8. We have one. We know of where one else is. As far as we know, the Nerelians have found another one from the information that we gathered at the camp. They could have, half of them already at this point. We need to be moving more quickly.
Well, based on what our spies have seen,
What
they haven't
spies?
found much. Miss Thorngage.
Okay. Is there any other spies we should know about?
I would ask your halfling friend there.
So we don't necessarily,
I would ask your halfling friend there.
Well, halfling friend here. Is
What
there
are they
any more
talking
spies?
about, Verna? Or where? Might as well get on board.
Do I tell him my secret?
It's up to you.
I let him in on my spy secrets.
Verna Thorngage is one of our greatest agents. She's been working for us in the background. She has a spy network set up around the area. It's not very large at the moment because we lost most of our soldiers. But she's been keeping tabs on the Nerelians as best she can.
So you're saying that we've had a master spy in our group the entire time?
Yep.
Layers are definitely getting deeper on this one. I'm gonna need a drink.
Well, it's a good thing we're underneath a bar.
Yeah, Tonvar will go up the stairs and knock the animal bottle or something.
Yeah, you see a little green hand poke in, hand you a bottle of whiskey.
And he's gonna go down and pour a few glasses onto the war planning table. All right. So, is there any other questions? Is there anything else that needs to get revealed? What else is up here?
Everybody got their glasses? Everybody got a glass? I
I'll
take
make
the
sure
bottle
that-
and start drinking straight out of the bottle.
Tondral will shrug and down his look to the others. So, where does that leave us?
I'm gonna down my glass. It's about where we were when we started. We still gotta find out what the fuck's going on and where the fuck these things are. We still
Agreed.
need to let the fucking. They're being invaded at this point.
I will say that we should not. This stuff should stay in.
I agree.
The majority need to tell the mayor that we need to tell the mayor that he's being invaded, but we don't need to give him details about the discs. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, that's to be.
That's just to be for the Tempest.
Yeah, I would assume that everybody here should know that. That's.
And then,
the way
so,
it should be.
out of character, who was it that said that they made a pact with the being of the depths?
That was Leighton Frost.
Captain.
So that's the captain that we've been using, yes?
Aye.
So wait, Captain, you mentioned something of your own pact. I didn't know you to be a spellcaster.
Aye. Made a pact with
Oh.
God of the Crushing Depths myself. Didn't think I'd be that much into book learning, did you?
Hmm.
How about you?
No.
Good plan. You
It's
hands over your ship.
Yeah,
My
we got a new toy for you to play with.
Interesting.
Indeed. She's powered by the disc.
Oh, that would make sense. But that's also extremely troubling. It was an Aurelian ship, right?
Yes, that would bring up because they're very advanced in their harness armor, these discs.
Does the name Kraken Slayer ring a bell?
You see
She's the
Leighton's
Kraken
face
Slayer.
freeze.
She's the Kraken Slayer.
Yes.
And I know that she's sunk many a Barcelian ship.
That damnable ship has
Right
sent
now.
sent half of our fucking navy to its depths.
Well, now we can turn that weapon against them. And she's
Want to know
yours.
the sad thing, Captain?
Hey.
We basically swam to the boat and just took it.
Y'all be better pirates than you look.
Along with discussion in town to deal with the horde of zombies.
Yes,
yeah.
it was a plan. But there
We
was
had an
only,
excellent.
for such a great ship, there was only 3 guards on board, and we
Oh.
didn't even have to kill them.
And the cannons worked really well.
Yes, they do.
Sounds like you guys had an excellent plan. Sounds like you had a good leader.
Speaking of which, we need a great deal more ammunition for that.
But yes, we would like you to come and look it over.
I'll do
See if
just
she's
that.
worthy to be our new flagship for the rebellion.
I'll do just that. If we had a shipwright, we might actually be able to recreate the damn thing.
And we also need a flag for it.
Yeah, flags. The spy network, though, Verna and y'all. How are y'all in contact with them? Like, they giving you reports?
Brad, do you still have the note?
I do.
Bet hand it over.
Barn doesn't. Well,
I do know you
She
have.
does know.
The bee lady told her.
She does know.
what are you expecting in this note, Verna?
Only one way to find out.
Big thing.
I hand a note to the Laden. Tell him to read it out loud.
Alright. This one's from Keen Edge. I think you're familiar with that one pretty well there, Miss Thorngage.
I wasn't reading it aloud.
Says, couldn't use the usual channels. Found one of these bees. An Aurelian navy moving on Bergotten shores. A couple of base camps being set up. Inform the Iron Tempest. Sayer has been seen in the mid-Avesian Sea, near Cyril Island. That's troubling.
So what does that mean?
Yeah. What does that mean?
It means that they're getting closer.
To where we are?
And from what I hear, Sayer found one of them. From what we're getting some little insight into the situation. So that could mean one of the discs or something else. We don't know.
We don't know. We don't know how many more of them they have. Like I said, the spy network is still getting set back up again. But from what we know, they're on the move. We need to shore up our defenses here.
He's on the move.
Well, that's what we need to be doing. We need the information so we can be on the move.
Right. The mana cannon that we had set up on the ship before.
Yes.
Can we use the disc to charge the shards?
We could. Not just the shards, but if we had the actual disc, we could charge an entire array of cannons to keep us completely safe
So
from
what
the
you're
air.
saying is aligned with a certain disc.
Well, based on the research that I've done, I've remodified some of the energy being output from these. The Seal of Xento actually did not work quite well with evocation magic. It was more of a relic of abjuration, but I was able to refocus the beam and turn it into something a little more deadly.
So you're saying, so which disc was associated with the application?
My guess, more than likely the disc of Vialdir. And Tybalt, that...
So our new friend's patron. Or he didn't mention that per se.
Well,
I would have just known that he has one, knowing how Warlock. Okay.
Sorry, what was that, Al?
You
Go
would have
ahead.
known.
Yeah, I caught myself. So, Vialdir.
Wait a minute.
So the question then is does Tybalt react?
Your patron is Vialdir.
No, I wouldn't have said that.
No, this is Layden talking.
He just says it out of the blue, just like he catches it immediately.
Yeah.
Holy.
Well,
Okay.
How would you know that?
Yeah. How do you know that?
Imp.
The pieces kind of do line up, then, don't they? Well, I guess if we're having one of these conversations, and since you are a warlock of the gods, maybe you can enlighten us. How do you stay one step ahead to Tybalt? What are your intentions? Are you intending power from your patron and deceive him? Or what is the plan here?
You can't stay one step ahead of him. You sold your soul for strength. You've got a task set before you, blood.
His patron wants the discs. That causes issues.
It's gonna have to be a bridge clause when we get there.
Yeah. Don't know about that.
Did he say what he wanted him for?
That's a good question, Tybalt. Care to share if you said anything along those lines to us?
He clearly wants the power to himself.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, but to what end? Has he said yet, or just told you that you're to gather these for him?
God.
So say it again now.
He wants to kill the other old god. He wants the ring.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I feel so comfortable with that.
Well, obviously, that's not the plan.
So not only are we now dealing with having to dodge the Norellian Empire, there's divine plot to overthrow an old pantheon? Gods wanting to return to power? What's happening here?
Sorry, what was that again, Al?
What did your patron want?
I think that's between me and him. No offense.
Oh, I thought we were just airing everything out. So we're gonna get his disc, is what you're telling me, with him around. How do we know he's on the up and up?
I've put
Seems like an
more.
unfair question.
I've
but-
put more into this collective than shits you've taken in the past week.
And you've been lying to this collective until just now, and you're still keeping it.
It's not a.
I aired out exactly what I was told by I told everyone. I think you should do the same.
It's not a secret to anyone in this room from Barclay. You, however, I don't know how much I can trust you.
We're gonna have to get over this hump pretty quickly then. He's already in one of these meetings. We've told him that we're gonna trust him for now. It's no purpose to not trust each other at this point.
Fine.
Do the rest of you know this?
Buddy, do you trust me?
I don't trust fucking any of you, but you ain't got much to trust to work together.
I'm gonna say Tybalt and Tonvar roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Can I do it too?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it too.
Oh, just look, fucking, we need to get moving. Just
Nobody
tell us
trusts
what we
anybody.
know.
Could I have just actually gave him the help action instead to cancel out? I mean, it wouldn't have mattered much, but
Brad beat him.
Jesus Christ.
So did Verna. Well, no, Brad didn't beat him.
Alrighty then.
Verna did, though.
I will hope so.
Yeah, Verna actually did beat him.
Okay. Look, what's at stake here? We're starting to deal with gods.
Look, Lady Luck, don't look at me like that, alright? You know why I'm here.
These questions are not to question anybody's resolve or commitment to the cause at this point, but just to know what we're dealing with. You both made pacts with beings that are infinitely more powerful than what we've ever dealt with.
My pact is to the royal family. And that's what I'm keeping. And that's no lie.
Now. Better tell us now or I'll find out later.
That's no lie. You know this. My pact is literally...
That's not how pacts work.
You got a lot to learn, kid.
Quick, easy path to power. You're correct, Tibble. But there's ways for one as such as yourself to realign your commitment and draw power from something other than one of these demons, devils, or old gods. It's complicated and it takes a long time, but it seems the captain's found out find a way.
Or he's lying to us.
No lies. I told you everything.
My research shows it's possible. I haven't had an actual case to study yet. It's always been something that the gnomes have theory.
I have a pact with Victo. Because the royal family of Barclay has a pact with Victo. Why do you think they call them the fucking Krakens? How do you think a fucking pirate lord becomes king overnight? Allie, you're crackling.
Yeah, Yeah, but this god wouldn't just do it, but goodness of his heart. You guys owe him something. What is it?
That would be a question for the royal family.
Sounds more like a curse.
You're not far.
Like I said, none of this stuff comes for free.
And if
That
it's a
has to be
curse,
paid.
does that mean you're like royalty yourself?
Hardly.
Very well. These are all important things to keep in mind then, well, as we move forward. There's going to be a lot of parties trying to vie for these items and their power that they hold.
You have the seal on you, yes?
Would I have removed? I probably would have removed it. Yes.
I mean, y'all were keeping it secret, so...
Yeah, I wouldn't want somebody to stumble on it, so is it safe to assume I would have brought it with me in a bag of holding and re-locked that chamber in the boat? Something that we can say I would have done?
Check your bag.
I'll check my bag.
It's not there.
Oh my god.
Well, I did have it. That's not good.
Does Binks have it?
Yo! He's spinning it on his
Binks.
finger.
You have it.
Could you care to show it to the group, please? And please don't take without asking again. I made a promise. We're gonna try and get everybody's interests resolved here, but we don't people stealing it from my dimensional space. Wait a minute.
No offense.
How did you even get into a dimensional space?
Magic! Also, I don't answer to you, Shorty.
We're trying to work together as a
He
group.
barely interested me.
I'm trying to come to an accord. Can we have some sort of agreement? I won't fuck you over if you don't fuck me over. Same with your little ward, because I know you primarily serve Master.
Fine. He tosses it out on the table. It really is.
All right.
That's the seal of dread. This...
Wow. Get it.
Sorry, but you have to understand, seeing these artifacts it's a little overwhelming considering what they are. This one in particular has not been seen for many years.
Unfortunately, we're unable to recover the general notes of where they were to fit, but obviously, with the experiments that they were performing, it certainly was necromancy.
This, well, I am uncertain of how this fell into the hands of the Empire.
They probably took it.
Well, the last time this was seen was during the War of the Underdark.
You said it had a spider on it, right?
Yes,
That makes all sorts of sense.
It was in the possession of Spider Lord Gatalbidian, right before his manor was brought down by heroes from the Frostbeard clan. He looks over at Flint.
Wait a minute. Isn't he a Frostbeard?
This is the most dysfunctional group of heroes I've ever seen.
Flint?
Ain't nobody ever called us heroes. Well, some people might. I sure as hell wouldn't.
Your family has a history of destroying something related to this realm?
I mean, families had to deal with the under anyway. Took care of it. We can travel freely in and out of there. because we know the paths.
It was because of their.
Powerful relic went over your head or something.
No, it was because of their sacrifice in the
It
It was because of their sacrifice in the Underdark War that the Duragar and the Hill Dwarves were actually able to make their alliance. That's why they can have those paths.
Before my time.
It was your parents, I believe, correct?
Yes.
That this relic should fall into our hands again. Your hands specifically. There are forces at play here that I think are much more broad than we understand.
So I have a question.
Did nobody hear me? Like, yeah. Of course. These beings at it, playing with us as pawns. That's why we need as much information as we can get. That's why we need to be moving as quickly as we can to the next objective with this. Something big is happening.
Yes, Jinx.
Yeah. So amazing what you name it. And then 2. The question is, you said that y'all have been dedicated to checking this stuff, these seals, for a long time, right?
Yes.
For our existence. So I'm assuming you had a reason to protect them from somebody. Is there somebody that we should know about that's been going after these things that y'all were specifically protecting them from?
Well, myself. I've seen whispers. Small snippets written in the margins of books. There is a name that keeps coming up. Well, not really a name, but more of a moniker. I've never really been able to see his actual name, but I've seen a few warnings of some man with black hair.
Man, black hair. That's so insightful.
What do I have to?
So
Sybil has black hair, right?
No.
Is
Oh.
it history?
Sorry, was that Brad?
Is it history?
What are you rolling
What
for?
do I need to roll to know who that is?
It'd be history with disadvantage.
Okay, let's do it. See what happens.
and you nothing else besides
Okay.
Yeah, nothing.
fucking a man with black hair. Like any
I take off my hat. I have
detail?
white hair.
an organism.
What
That
race?
was a character comment. So I was
What
just,
race?
he would have looked at him, but yeah,
We don't
if he had
know.
black hair, but he didn't. So
We don't know. We there's no information. Just man with black hair.
Check.
So I got a question, then. I'm gonna pull the. Wait, do I still got that ancient master?
I think
I'm trying to take that back.
Nobody knows. This is all with a disadvantage. You guys have no basis for this, so.
I'm gonna know stuff. Watch, nat 20 on both.
Well, Verna got a net 20.
On both.
Verna got a 5.
Got a 5, bro. Disadvantage. How we got it?
Not one that shit. Anyway, but do I have that master still, or did Crank take that back?
Crank would have it.
Crank, still got that master on you?
Yeah, this, yeah, the thing that we found in that cave.
Does this mean anything? I'm gonna point it towards.
Let me look at it real quick. Shards of their power. The world reborn. Gods themselves tremble. We shall rise.
Oh, yeah, we kind of forgot to mention that. You know, it was in a... had to use a set of levers to open underneath a giant statue of a whatever crank is. Looked just like him.
Probably more of the ancients. I think you might have found one of their caches. And this was stuffed inside it, you say?
Yes.
Yeah. It was near SIBO.
And the name Jinx, Jay. That makes more sense. He starts going through some of his books. He turns behind him, pulls out a massive tome, and just thud, lays it on the table. He starts flipping through it very quickly. And he points to one specific point, and literally written in the margin of this book. There, it's been smudged out, but you see, with black hair, J.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Does Jinx have like a persona?
And this seal has been seen a few times too.
Yeah. Tell me about the seal.
It's shown up a couple of times, but never in any clear context. Not associated with this name, but there is one name that keeps showing up. He starts flipping through pages. Here. Iris. Which I've always assumed to just be associated with Iris, the goddess of the Blue Frontier, one of the old gods. I assumed it had something to do with her.
Yeah. That seems reasonable.
Are you not telling us something?
I'm telling you everything I know. This is just all the information that I've been able to dig through from these books. I can't give you information I don't have.
Talking to Jinx, are you not telling us?
I'm telling you what, that my name is magically appearing in fucking shit that I have no clue about.
Something along those lines.
I mean, my name is on a note that I've never seen before. I don't know this symbol. Like, I've seen it before, but I don't know what it represents.
Either way, this was a good find. I can't really make much more use out of this. You probably want to keep this seal. Maybe it would help you in your journeys.
Yeah, I think we will keep that. And I'm going to reach out and take it this time.
Okay.
Well, this has been a lot to unpack. I don't know if we're missing things or not. So, the deal. A lot of new information.
Crank's gonna stand up. It is a lot. But I think we know what we have to do.
Did you just hit your head on the ceiling?
Ow. Anyway. We need to shore up our defenses here. I know that they probably won't like us setting up some kind of forward base.
I think before we do anything, we should go talk to the mayor.
After we talk to the mayor, we can make those plans.
Yes.
He needs to know.
The mayor wants to. Let's see his reaction before we do.
And to get our marks for doing his mission.
To get our marks. Yes, he needs to be.
His reaction will definitely inform our decisions.
Yes.
Right.
I think we table everything for now and go talk to the mayor.
Great. Layden, go look at that.
Okay.
Ah.
I have one last question. Did Layden know about the pocket dimension with the seal in it?
None of them knew about that, actually. Layden and Darius both didn't know about it.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Horace is a crafty old wizard, and we appreciate that he was keeping it
He's actually not that old.
What?
Let's just go to the mayor's office. Let's go.
Okay.
And let's stop by market because I need to pick up my armor.
Okay.
Yes,
shit
let's
goes
move
down.
to a point where everybody can be like, "Yay, let's go do some personal shopping instead."
As you
Move
guys,
on, close
okay.
this next chapter.
Horace just looks at you and says, "I'm very sorry. I understand this is a lot to unpack, and I know I've kept my secrets from you, and I really do apologize for that. But what you found is a great boon to us. We can protect these people better. We can fight back against the Norellians. You've already started that. You killed the general. That's incredible. We might actually have a chance. Maybe we can..."
And if we can duplicate the pedestal and create something from it, it will be even better. Yes.
Right.
We need to go see the mayor now.
We'll work more here. Good luck out there. As you're walking up the stairs, Crank is going to start up, but his foot stops.
What is it, Crank?
Get out of the way, you robot.
I feel like I need to stay. Sorry,
What do you mean?
What do you mean by staying?
all of this just seems too much.
You want to stay in the war room? Is that what you're saying?
I feel like they could use my help better than you guys could. I've been making mistakes left and right lately. And I guess you could understand too. Kind of feel like we need to keep an eye on some people. He looks over at Horace.
Okay, if you think so.
Well, Captain, who you're leaving in charge of, our merry band of misfits then are going to be staying here and seeing more from a higher point.
I don't know.
Mayor's office.
Yeah.
I guess we'll resolve that at a later point and go to the mayor's office.
Everybody was in charge. I just thought it was a group house.
But you know. Anyway, let's go.
So yeah,
Mayor's office.
Crank's gonna stay behind. As you guys walk upstairs, you make your way up into the bar. Percy's cleaning off glasses still. Seems like a few of the patrons have left. There's not that many people in right now.
Question.
What's up?
When the mayor came in, what did he drink?
We gave him some of your shit.
Give me a bottle of it now.
Okay. He tosses you a gourd of your hearty brew.
Yeah, put it in my bag.
Pity's over cleaning tables. Oh, did you guys have a good meeting?
Yeah, it's okay. We gotta go though. We'll talk about it later, maybe.
Oh, okay, I understand. As you start heading towards the door, though, you hear something coming from out in the garden.
What in the blue blazes is that?
What is that noise?
Abram. Flint. Flint, what is that doing? Oh my god.
We'll go look.
Y'all go ahead, go to the mayor's office. I'll go take care of her. Go on.
Very well. Who is coming to the mayor's office then?
I'm
Brad,
going
let's go.
to the mayor's office.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's just fucking go. Fucking mayor's office. Me lining them.
That sounds bad, Mr. Flint. I think I shall come with you.
What's that?
That sounds bad. I think I shall come with you, Mr. Flint.
Okay.
And Flint, as you walk outside into the garden, you see this.
It's a one-eyed monster.
My god.
There's a giant ear of corn Vines are all over the garden. They seem to be wriggling.
Nella,
And
not all at once. A little at a time, sweetie.
They are wriggling and just striking at everything. They've destroyed her beehives. Many of the other crops have already been destroyed. These vines are just choking everything. There's this giant ear of corn that appears to have an eyeball that's just kind of staring down at you. And it has Nella in one of these vines. And she's flailing about in this thing's grasp. Just like, Flint, I don't know what happened! The corn just went crazy!
Oh, Nella.
Killer attack for it now.
And this thing looks down at you and just yells, Corn! And that's what we're in for.
Corn screams.
Attack of the killer
Okay, so we can't go to the
corn.
mayor's office.
Popcorn!
Oh my god.
We can't go to the mayor's office.
That's where we'll end for tonight.
Go to the mayor for 2 hours.
No.
Yep. Y'all can thank Flint for giving her that bag of corn.
Well, apparently she needs to be
Almost
replaced.
like you. It's almost like you already knew he was gonna give her the corn and to blow with a map and enemies.
I had my
Specifically
suspicions.
for it.
I had my suspicions.
Did we have to check the phone for like magic?
Nope, you never did.
When you gave it to the dumbass fucking druid, she
Well,
probably would've
nobody
fucking
knew that
fuck
Flint
up
had it
anyway.
besides Flint. He was the one that was rummaging around in Randy's storehouse.
I had it,
Cave.
but I didn't.
Brad also knew about what the people from Doveport had told him about the grain.
I did?
Okay.
Yep.
Keep your
Okay,
secret.
I guess I did.
Oh goodness.
I'm gonna go with probably I was not conscious when that was said.
I just want my armor and I just want to talk to the mayor.
Yeah, no shit.
I just want to upgrade everything, right?
What are y'all worried about? Y'all are on your way to the mayor's office. I'm facing off against a big old giant ear of corn and his little 6 little brothers. They're sisters.
Okay, just use heat armor.
On corn.
Oh, on corn.
Heat metal on corn? Yeah, 'cause that's
Yeah.
gonna do something.
Yeah.
Corn. There's
Yeah.
something metal at it, and then heat metal, and then yeah, you got popcorn. You got it.
So,
So yeah, next time, corn boss fight.
For piety in one person.
yeah.
Unless they scream and come get help.
It's alright, I got a couple of things for it.
I mean, there's always Percy.
Yeah, person to take care of it, I guess. What? No.
So, Abert, apparently we're just going to do a one-shot with you and me sometime this week and the rest of the NPCs, and we're just going to kill this corn.
Attack of the killer.
Yeah, no problem. Just let me know when. Don't forget, we got Buddy.
Fucking
Where he's
war
at.
dog though. Like, they're so stupid. Try to get some little bit of information. Next thing you know, like all this other shit's going on. Find out fucking dipshit's a fucking warlock.
I was not expecting the pirate to be the warlock. That was different.
And why the fuck does my name keep popping up and shit?
Yeah.
So,
Because we're
Popping up on the same shit.
2 people in this group would know why he's a warlock.
really.
Yep.
Okay.
God, that was a year and a half ago.
Yep. Leighton Frost is Sappho's old character.
Hmm.
Ah.
Yeah.
Hey Carson,
What's up?
I also have a specialty. I never told you.
A
You
specialty?
want me to tell you? Yeah, I have 8 specialties to pick from.
Okay.
Do I tell you everybody can hear it?
That's up to you.
I guess I'll share. I'm gonna pick a smuggler out of all the 8s I can pick from.
Wait. Is that part of your background?
Yep.
So you can pick like a type of criminal on top of being a spy as a variant.
Yes.
Okay, I see what you're saying. All right, yeah, no, that's cool. That would just give you like some extra background stuff for checks and things.
Yeah, that would have helped us out way in the beginning. Looking for the looking through those smuggler cove.
Listen. I had a long chit chat with somebody and figured out everything. I should be more useful than just throwing around a dagger.
Yeah, Crank's not here anymore to hide behind his leg.
Yeah, but Brad is.
Ooh. Carson, it's
Yes.
all good.
Is
Because
it?
somehow we can yell down and get Crank to come up and help.
It's pretty soundproof down there after that door closes.
Damn it. Okay.
I'm gonna say you can probably make an attempt to yell back out into the bar because I don't think they would have left just yet.
So are we losing Crank as a whole or just for a short time?
Yeah, I'm benching him.
Damn.
He's just benched.
Yeah, he's
Gotten rid of.
I'm gonna need somebody. Because everybody.
Crank plays stupid when Crank's not playing Crank.
I just need somebody to provoke or whatever. Hold hate in battles.
That's what
We're getting
our
them.
automatons for.
Okay. Cool.
yeah. Y'all are getting a tank. Also, Tonvar is getting retooled. So
Yeah, so yeah, we're also gonna if Carson's bringing in piety as that's gonna be
If piety is piety, then piety's free.
yeah the build that we did for the other campaign for piety is fantastic actually. So. Oh, speaking of the ring, when did you want to try and do that?
just whenever you're ready. Like I'm open for
Okay.
the next 2 weeks, basically. So
Okay.
Oh. I'm not there.
okay.
Uh-oh.
What?
My daughter and grandson are coming in town. And we're going to spend a week at the beach, so I'm not time to.
Yeah, nope, that's a good enough reason for me.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Hell with that, family is useless.
Shut up, Allie.
We do it Sunday.
So, sometime between now and Saturday, Carson, we have to get together to roll through this corn.
I was joking about us soloing. We're gonna get everybody in here for this.
Oh, God.
You don't want to fight this on your own. Trust me.
I think he said he used the term boss fights. I'm sure he set it up for the power level of the
So-
entire party.
That wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. That wouldn't work?
I mean, they would help for parts of this, but this is a pretty complex encounter. It's corn.
I hate you.
Can I seduce it?
I will let you
Pull out the
attempt.
flame blade.
I will let you attempt to seduce the corn. But I'm gonna say this right now: if you flip into Jill before seducing that corn, You're banned.
Oh, come on! You're no fun. There's a fucking giant tentacle monster. How can I not switch to Jill?
Anilla's already caught in the tentacles.
I've already sent up hentai to see where this is going. I feel like I have to turn into Jill.
Anilla's already caught.
Dude.
And where are all the dire bees?
They're still up in the area. Yeah, trust me, this will be fun. I promise it'll be fun. Just, yeah. Might need to be paying attention to minor details a little better.
Yeah.
Wait for.
I'm gonna
for
tell
what?
you. You should remember that on Thursday.
Dude, I have been picking apart every minor detail in your campaign. I have a list of theories that's a mile long right now.
That's fantastic.
Man.
I can't wait for it to really figure it out or don't.
Alright. Later.
Later.
Later, man. Oh, man. Thursday's gonna be fun.
Yep, I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, I gotta go too.
Later.
Bye.